To this day. To this day.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
That's you working to the budget.
Use your common sense.
Exactly.
Hello.
God damn, nigga, just interrupt my shit, dog.
Say it again, boy.
God
Say
damn.
it with your chest.
Hello. I don't even feel like saying it no more. You just
say it again, boy.
About the shit, man. Welcome. This is Off the Top Live. I'm your host, Bushido Spirit. And today we have the usual cast. The two niggas that's always here. We got Epic.
The womb killer.
The virgin.
We got Keegan here.
Literally. What's up, peasants?
Whoa.
All right. I don't know why it's so hot in here, but y'all niggas has been. What started this? What's going on with y'all niggas in the chat, the Discord?
It's the same shit, different day. It really
is. Not really, bro. Like I said, it's always different stuff. For me, it's the same material with homegirl here.
Bro, you've been spitting the same rhetoric for how many years you been on the planet?
I'm thinking the black woman's supposed to be all this creativity and this, that, and the third. We ain't got shit. We ain't getting no fleek. We ain't getting no swag. All we get is the same old butthurt bullshit.
What are you talking about? So I'm supposed to say fleek?
Is so bad, and about how
your eyebrows on fleek,
need
Epic.
to pay for child support.
Your beard on fleek, Epic.
Me in the past, and because I've been hurt in the past.
You live in the ancient times. You think niggas is supposed to give you dowry for their daughters, their 15-year-old daughters that you trying to marry? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking weirdo.
So, and I'll go back to what I said. You was playing house at 15, wasn't it?
Yeah. You don't know what I was doing at 15. You making assumptions because you have an overactive imagination since you don't actually have sex. You just got to think about other people having sex.
Damn.
I'm not thinking about nobody having sex, but you know what?
Apparently you do.
Okay, so because I don't want to get robbed or I don't want to get up getting shot by a nigga that is a product of bastard baby making.
What are you just going so long? You're not even talking about robbery.
I just want y'all niggas to know that we live and all this hatred.
Okay, all right. Let's start the show because we've been going at this for hours. It obviously does not have an end.
I didn't ask for these detailed descriptions of y'all battles. But yeah.
It's not battles, bro. Battles is something that is ongoing and something where a motherfucker has a side of winning. It's one side already trumps the other fucking side, bro. It ain't no fucking damn discussion.
Whatever.
That's all you can say.
You can shut your fucking mouth.
All right.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Like I said,
read, comprehend,
oh my
submit.
God.
The whole temporary.
I mean, and this is why I was like, man, I should not bring Keek and Epic on together. And I mean, everything was cool, you know. I mean, that's all. Like, if I bring Keek on,
you gotta realize they love this shit low key.
I mean, they do, but this I don't.
They
think
do because it's
like,
like, bro, it's not even that she just getting murked by me. She getting murked by everyone fucking else. Bro, it's like, damn, this is the worst game playing session ever, dog.
Bruh. Like, y'all gotta gang up on me because you're weak alone.
Oh my
so
goodness,
you need to band together just to roast.
Yeah, we can't be cocky. The only sole female we got in the chat.
Anybody
so I mean,
smoke.
Y'all niggas need
we
to
just sat up here and you done got roasted by a man.
I'm Thanos up in this bitch. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Everybody.
All I gotta do is snap my fingers and you niggas go poof.
Oh my goodness! If you want to have a one-on-one fuck session, let's do that shit again.
You don't fuck. You don't fuck.
Oh my goodness! I've been fucking you all day. So what are you talking about?
You don't have the same amount.
Oh my! All right. Let's get the show on the road. Let's we can settle this for another time. All right. This is pretty unprofessional.
Is it?
Y'all niggas need to act.
Man, the whole podcast been unprofessional.
Niggas need to act
all the
like
time.
Y'all got some goddamn sense. All right.
Epic ain't got no decorum. You know this, bro.
What?
So
no decorum. There's no home training. He was raised
y'all
by.
Keep going, man. Y'all still going. Y'all still going. What is this?
All right, I'm done.
Y'all niggas sound like Marcel and Stone right now, man.
All right, but go on ahead, bro. I'm done.
God damn.
Nigga, I
got another rivalry in this bitch.
No, man, go.
All right, so today we're gonna talk about, of course, two other people bickering. We got Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Also, we got Gayle King. She said some things about Kobe in an interview. Being a real journalist, and She got attacked.
A real journalist.
I mean, y'all see what side I'm on later. I mean, y'all probably gonna make assumptions off that comment, but y'all don't really know where the fuck I'm at.
We know what side you on, Bush.
Y'all niggas just anyway. But also the Oscars happened. The Oscars just ended. And my movie won, man. Parasite won the Oscar. Shout out to Parasite, that Korean film. It's probably the first.
Oh, that's your movie?
Oh yeah, I fuck with Parasite, dog. One of my favorite directors. He did Snowpiercer, and he's the dude that got me into South Korean cinema, man. When I saw Host, I picked that shit up at Walmart. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Out the 99-cent bin. I was like, oh, this shit is that shit was 99 cents, but that shit was worth $20, nigga. That was a
that monster film, right?
Yeah, that was high quality cinema. I was like, why they got this in the 99 cent? They need to put that other shit in here.
Shit.
That's why
that
shit
is 99 fire,
because they don't speak English, dog. You already know why.
Yeah,
Americans had this whole misconception about, well, if it's not American, then fuck by God, I don't want to look at it.
Koreans been making fire ass movies for like the past.
Oh
decade.
Yeah, I've been
on that shit. That's how we got Godzilla. So yeah, people want to sleep on Korea.
That's Japan.
Asian, but I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's the same people.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Logic.
In fact,
they
Japan.
All got slanted eyes, so they must all be the same.
I don't even think South Korea fuck with Japan like that, man. Japan was raping and pillaging over there in Korea, man. They don't fuck with Japan like that. Man, Japan's still paying for what they did to South Korea.
We was talking about that earlier too.
But yeah,
we got into a lot of shit.
But yeah, also some other things we got to talk about. P. Diddy came out there and said some things that I wanted to highlight. And a lot of people are saying you a hypocrite, P. Diddy, nigga. How you gonna talk about not being respected and robbing when you've been robbing everybody that was under your brand?
Yeah.
Facts. Where are any of his artists right now? Like,
yeah, I don't.
All the people that he put on. They all just disappeared, and most of them are broke. If they didn't invest the money that he allowed them to have, then they broke.
Yeah, or dead. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, we got to talk about Will Smith talked about his jealousy of Tupac. I thought that was a great interview, that Breakfast Club interview. I'm gonna play a clip of it.
You said what?
He jealous of Tupac. He's dead.
Well, no, I'm saying, because Tupac had a great relationship with Jada Smith, man, Jada Pinkett Smith. So
yeah, they were like best friends.
And he
finally, at the same time, like he been dead for decades. Right?
I know, but he finally talking about it. I think Charlamagne asked him the question, and he talking about it. So that was I thought, I mean, all Will Smith interviews for this movie have been great. That nigga been going everywhere, and he been dropping knowledge every single where he went. That nigga's the truth, man. Shout out to Will Smith, man.
You got a little crushy.
Huh?
You got a little crushy on Will Smith?
Will Smith, my nigga.
Will
cute? Smith been on. Why you gotta make shit gay, dog?
That's coming from you. Of all people.
I can't give my nigga no dap, no hug. Like, what the fuck? I can't compliment a nigga.
Yo, nigga, all right.
I wanna suck the nigga off or something.
Yeah, you said it, not me.
Oh my goodness.
You speaking truth to power. Telling us how you really feel. I just opened up the door.
I said the nigga was cool. I didn't want to smash the nigga, dog. Damn.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, look, you can have.
I feel like you do.
Queen life, dog. Yeah. All right, continue, dog.
Oh shit! All right. Also, I mean, we ain't gonna really talk about this shit. But everybody was complaining about Jay-Z sitting down during the national anthem and shit like that.
We already know who's complaining about it, so yeah.
Right.
Ain't really big news. And I mean, I guess we can talk a little bit about Jay-Z. Cause I did call that nigga a coon when he signed that deal with the NFL, but he doing some alright shit, but I still don't fuck with that deal. But
everybody at Coon, they making money to empower themselves, but okay.
No. My issue with the NFL deal was that like he didn't need the NFL. Why? Like come on,
more money, not enough money, bro. Come on.
I mean, I guess if you want to see it that way, but I didn't like. Why work with this company? Why give them a boost? I mean, it's helpful, but like, come on, man, you Jay-Z, nigga, you can make moves yourself, like what Tyler Perry doing, man. So I mean,
this was after Kaepernick, all that shit happened. He still signed a deal.
Yeah, this was now a lot of dumb niggas were complaining about Kaepernick not having a job. I didn't care about that shit. I don't want Kaepernick to have a job. Actually, I think Kaepernick is fine where he at. To be honest, he don't need to play football ever again. I think him being his spokesperson is way more beneficial than him being on the field. I don't give a fuck about that. And the same
I'm
issue.
pretty sure he knew that going into it too.
Yeah, I mean the same.
Like he weighed the pros and cons. He knew he was probably going to lose his job eventually.
And the same issue I had with Jay-Z signed to deal with NFL, I have the same issue with Kaepernick joining the NFL too. So yeah, I didn't want either of them niggas to join forces with the NFL. I think the NFL needs to be going already. I didn't watch that. I haven't watched that shit in like 6 years, and I'm just off it. Anyway, but yeah. Anything y'all want to say before we jump right into this?
I mean, just why not go ahead, bro?
Okay. I mean, we kind of waiting on some other niggas. We kind of stalling. This nigga Philly was supposed to be here. He got to talk about the MRA shit, men's rights. The number one men's rights activist, Philly boy over there, he gonna jump on here talking about the Amber Heard shit. So,
yeah. Are we gonna wait for him to get here before we talk about that, or?
Yeah, we try to wait.
I'm sure we are because he been adamant about it, bro. So I ain't say about it. So.
Yeah, he been like, man, you a hypocrite, Bush. Fuck you. You called all this man. I don't recall.
I think you pissed him off last stream when you were making fun of Johnny Depp. Like you triggered that nigga.
I mean, I've made fun of niggas that died, so I don't know why he was so triggered by that. Like he's really in his feelings.
Put his cape on for
shit.
Johnny Depp for sure.
Yeah.
He's trying to stand up for what's right or what he believes is right, unlike some people. So just chill.
Man, this nigga stay. Oh, y'all this sneak dissing, man. Y'all niggas is just Drake out here, man. Just sneak dissing and slick dissing, all that shit.
It's not no Drake, man. Drake ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. Just like Meek Mills ain't gonna do nothing.
But let's talk about this.
What kind of help? This is the kind of
shout out to E-Bunny, man. Always coming
Bush,
through.
you better have gotten paid overtime making me wait.
You said, Bush, you better have gotten paid overtime for making me wait. Now, it already reads the shit.
He on E-Bunny time. You on E-Bunny's clock now.
Now you making fun of capes, bro. I ain't making fun
bitch.
of capes. This nigga Death Race always trying to do that damn reverse psychology shit, man.
Be instigating. These niggas be instigating.
That nigga always, oh man. That nigga take something and latch on it, man.
When do we not make fun of caping ever? Like
y'all do when they don't fucking attend to what y'all mindset of priority or propaganda is, but yeah.
That nigga said losing
everybody does it.
It's changing.
No, not really.
I used to say that. I used to say everything that Mo said, which is fucking funny.
I mean, ever since Mo ain't been here, man, you kind of just been loose. You been out there, man.
Nigga,
you need your man to rein you in, dog.
I feel like
you gonna let him talk to you like that, Bush?
Everything is
he knows the damn truth.
That's what need your man. I'm just.
No, you know jujitsu.
I'm just looking at the phrasing of that shit. Need your man to rein you in, man. Anyway,
your hype man, bro. Everybody sometimes needs a hype man, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm ignore all that. By the way,
hit him with that judo chop.
Stars hit the channel. But I went ahead and redropped that video. Got about 10K again, nigga. I look, that shit was about to make $1 million, man. I swear to God, that was about to be another Nipsey Hussle situation with that Power video. But Stars had to snipe me. Yeah, they didn't want to see a nigga make it, and they plucked my.
Always trying to keep the black man down.
Exactly, man. And I was just talking about Power, man. They fault they shit leaked, man. It ain't my fault.
Did you have any footage in that bitch? Like,
no, only footage was the thumbnail. And
listen, all you had to do is not put leak in the fucking head in the title.
Man, you know how many channels exist that say leak? You talking about me putting leak
Bush,
in that
what
bitch?
you failed to do was you failed to have like this consumer podcast type thing where people get to see your face and you actually talking about the shit, not involved in any copyright material. So you got to step your game up on that.
Man, that shit. There's a whole channel. I forgot what that channel called. This nigga do the exact shit that I do, and he don't never get hit, man.
How many followers he got?
He got about 200K.
That's why YouTube favors people who got high followers. They pretty much let them do whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
Man. And I'm tired of that one comment. Every time I make one of those videos, there's always this one comment of a nigga that don't like my opinion and just call me gay for no reason, dog. Like,
I mean, if you talking about Euphoria, then yeah, you would get that a lot, dog.
No, it was a recent comment on the Power video. I think it was like,
you got a hater. You must be doing something right.
That nigga was like one word, gay, and then he just left. I was like, what the fuck is you?
I think he was proclaiming that he was in fact gay, and he was seeing if you wanted to get into some shit.
No,
know what I'm saying?
man. Nah.
Okay.
No, it depends on how you look, man. I might be interested, man. If he was
Whoa.
nah, this bullshit. But
if he's as pretty as Marcel,
if he was pretty as Marcel, then yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're not really a political podcast, but a lot of shit going on with the presidential race right now. So Elizabeth Warren tried to snake Bernie Sanders by saying that he was sexist, or her team tried to say that he was sexist. And I mean, and it didn't really go well for her. Her numbers has dropped severely since that incident on CNN. And
can't diss Uncle Bernie.
And she kind of low down there now, man. Goddamn Buttigieg and fucking Biden out here is running on her ass now. I don't know why she thought that was a good idea. And this whole
2020.
And this whole Iowa shit crazy. Them niggas using smartphones to count votes and
Ooh. Why ya?
And this is why niggas don't bring computers into the equation, because them shits is easier to hack, man.
Yeah.
You can't hack a piece of paper, nigga.
But you can get rid of it.
I mean, you can. True. Yeah, that's true.
I don't see why y'all acting like Trump ain't gonna get back in that bitch, man. Come on, man.
Y'all
know y'all want to make MAGA. Y'all know y'all want to make
they fuck with your boy Trump today too, man.
Ah, stop it. You know you're trying to bend down for Trump, so just be quiet. Just take it.
That's your man's.
With that orange ass photo.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. That's funny.
They was fucking Trump up today on Twitter. God damn.
That's all they can do, man.
That's what they do every day.
Get on there and talking about some fuck Trump and this, that, and the third. Yet they ass still over here throwing some quarter bags and shit, living in the damn rat-infested hotels and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. And do the bop and book and all that old bullshit, and they still over here
beatboxing, boopity bop. What the fuck you doing that, big? But yeah, they posted.
I'm doing what they doing. Shit.
They posted that picture, man. So
what are you niggas talking about?
We talking about the
man,
Trump.
Trump.
The orange picture, man. What up, Marcel? Cute ass nigga. Welcome.
Can't go nowhere without getting.
I'm surprised he showed up for all this sexual harassment.
Can't believe this shit.
That nigga know he cute, man. Stop playing, dog. Anyway,
he got a gun for your ass and a tick.
Talk about this Trump shit, dog. With the orange man here, dog. You know this picture.
Orange man. Wait, it's on the
It's on the screen, man. Yeah, I think it's Photoshop. Obviously, they added some effects to that nigga face.
Let me pull that shit up.
But the fact that people thought it was real, it says all you need to know about that nigga, dog.
What the hell?
This nigga out here blackfishing people like Ariana Grande and shit, dog.
Damn.
This nigga just.
That's Photoshop? Because that look real.
It's Photoshop. It's Photoshop. It's not the real picture. They used the burn tool on that nigga face and made the orange pigmentation pop out a little bit, you know.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
You see the one where they put like a little surfer in his hair? It looked like a wave.
Oh no, I ain't see all that shit. I ain't get into all the memes and shit. But they fucked that nigga up, man. What the hell?
I wonder what race of the
I gotta get up. I gotta delete the VOD. I saw a naked picture run past my screen. I gotta stay off Twitter.
Oh,
now,
yes, sir.
Anyway,
it's just your snipe, dog. You better be careful with that.
Anyway, no snitching, man. No snitching.
I ain't gonna snitch.
If you didn't say nothing, we never would have known.
But yeah, what do you think about this presidential race, Marcel? Man, your girl Elizabeth Warren out here fucking up, man. She man. Now.
You know, my man Bernie Sanders won Iowa, but they fucked him on the votes and whatnot. My man Bernie won New Hampshire, and then he's about to win Nevada.
Okay.
He's gonna win He's gonna win California, obviously, but my nigga Bernie won Iowa and he won New Hampshire, bruh. But the news they're not gonna you haven't seen anywhere that said Bernie won. Bernie got the most.
Yeah, they trying to fuck that nigga for real, man. I've never seen a nigga.
I'm not saying he got the most delegates.
They in Trump's pockets.
I think it's called pledge delegates. That you get from
Iowa.
None
of that shit is, nigga.
He got the most. He got the most pledge delegates.
Okay.
My nigga, nice man.
Okay, hopefully he do some shit with that, but because CNN had that nigga listed as other.
Right. They be hating on my man,
13 ppl and only 5 likes.
They don't want him to win.
Like the video.
My man Bernie gonna
shout
win,
out to
dog.
E-Bunny. Like the motherfucking video. There's like
really
18 niggas
does.
in here. Hit that like button. Stop being Elizabeth Warrens, man. I don't know why I said that shit, man.
You know what?
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, man. Elizabeth Warren's playing this dirty game that she's not good at. She gotta stop.
Yeah,
That's politics.
I mean, she got on that Hillary wave, man.
She did, bro, and I don't like it.
I think she desperate.
I like her, bro, but she's tripping.
Yeah, people hate Hillary, so I don't know why she thought that was a good idea.
Because she's a white woman, dog. That's why.
She saw how that ended up for her, so she probably should have not did any of the same shit. But whatever.
White tees gotta follow the same playbook, man.
My nigga Bernie gonna win, man. I'm telling you, man.
But yeah, let's jump right into some old news. Let's talk about the Super Bowl here, because people were outraged by J-Lo and Shakira's performance. The religious people, they were like, "There was too much ass on the screen." Let me show y'all.
Wow,
bruh, that was a lot of ass on that screen. I was like,
man,
damn.
bruh, they ain't seen shit.
I was like, Shakira's still bad. She out here.
Shakira.
Bro, Caucasians see a little meat and they get scared, bro. They don't know.
A little meat. Here's a clip of it.
Those cheerleaders be running around in damn fucking thongs and panties and no one care.
They ain't got an ass like that. That's why, man.
Man, shit, they ain't got no ass like Meg Thee Stallion, man. Shit, they had brought Gucci bag on there.
What you know about that, nigga?
Meg Thee Stallion is a stallion. She got a horse ass, man.
Boy, she looks that
would have been over.
Even radicals like this nigga right here love Meg Thee Stallion ass. Look
at
that. Said radicals.
Radicals.
Now people been running that thing on her where they were saying that she got like a dick and shit. They did like the same shit they did to Sierra. They doing to Meg Thee Stallion, and I think that is they always do black women like this, man. They always say they managed.
They
when they
pop
when they first start popping.
Michelle Obama. They always say that shit, man.
They said Michelle Obama had a penis, bro.
I mean, they do it to the ones that they think and or appear hypersexual, dog. So yeah.
Bro, it's not even that.
Hypersexual?
It's not even.
I mean, how you know?
Bro, it's just damn.
She's a
Michelle
classy
Obama
lady,
just
very educated,
like a big ass woman, man.
Yeah, she just had.
I think honestly, it had a lot to do with jealousy because there's never been a black woman in her position. Ever.
They said Serena Williams had a dick. Just
they stay running that shit too.
Yeah, but she had that little creamy baby, man. That shit, everybody.
Man.
Shout out to J-Lo and Shakira for putting that Hispanic show on.
That shit was nice.
I know that shit was boring, though.
The Latinos were going crazy for that shit, man.
No, I ain't hating, bro. See, I know I heard about your little story hard too, man. I heard about your little story, man. I know where you guys are from, man.
What story?
I know about your Miles relationship and shit, dog. I know
my what?
What?
Your fusion ass.
What you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
This nigga, I told you on that Drake shit. That nigga be
boy. Shakira made a whole meme in like 3 seconds. Shit went crazy.
Oh yeah,
that shit was boring, bro.
That shit was funny as hell.
That shit was boring as hell, dog. But yeah, like I said, they had put Meg and Gucci on that motherfucker.
Oh, they had the stripper pole out. People, they were like, "What? This is some horror shit."
You said
stripper
Meg
pole.
Gucci, bro. I've been to a Gucci Man concert, bro. All that nigga do is sing every other word, yell WAP, and just look at niggas. Like that's what
I'm talking about, bro. If they do the same music video they did in that big old booty shit, bro, that shit would have been over with.
Bro, that's all that nigga do.
J-Lo can't stay off the pole. After she did that movie, she stay on the pole now, man. Damn.
Yeah, it's a form of exercise now.
I mean, it is. You get a workout.
You know how hard it is to balance yourself on that pole, bro?
You have to have a strong ass core.
If you ever been to a strip club, them strippers got abs. Like a lot of them got abs. Like the skinny ones. They built. they midsection crazy. You could break a brick on that shit, dog.
Thanks.
It's like damn. But
next we over here how you can suck a dick and gives you a stronger job.
What's wrong with this nigga?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna let y'all speak y'all word for shit, dog.
We've been asking that question since the beginning, man. Let's jump right into the juice of the week.
Juice.
The juice. A lot of people attack Oprah's friend Gayle King, called her a dog face bitch, as what Snoop said.
Hilarious.
He didn't hold back at all and said that we gonna go get you. Like all of that
Bruh.
shit he said. Just
The only
threatened
thing
her.
I have to say is, why didn't he have that same energy for George Zimmerman?
Come on, man. You
Y'all ain't
can't.
about to smoke.
Come on, man.
Nah, for real. Like, if you're
Y'all
gonna
ain't
go
about
get
to
somebody
smoke.
like that.
Bruh, look, at that case, you could say, how come when I was 1 year old, how come I didn't start a movement for 9/11? Like, come on, man. You can't do that.
What are you talking about?
You can't do that.
What does
You
that
can't
have to
do
do
that.
with
What?
Like Snoop Dogg, you can't be like, how come you didn't stand up high for George Zimmerman? Like, you can say that about any black actor, any black leader. Like,
No, because he's the one putting himself out there. Like, he's got goons. He's gonna go get Gayle, but he won't go get
Y'all
George
ain't
Zimmerman.
I mean, why did Gayle and Oprah bring up the rape allegations against Kobe, even though he was acquitted?
Ratings.
Well, I mean, Oprah didn't do it. Gayle did the shit, and I mean,
by proxy. She probably whispered a little something in her ear.
Let's go ahead and talk about
Take
it.
the heat off me.
Let's go ahead.
Hold on, let me say something real quick, bro. How the fuck we gonna listen to Snoop? What the fuck he got to say? He over here shaking hands with fucking Martha Stewart, whatever the fuck that bitch name is, Paula Dean, whatever this broad name is. And yet in the 2000s, he had black women on leashes. So I mean, this is this nigga y'all finna listen.
You got a point.
Really? Yeah, my black hip hop has done a lot of damage to black women's reputation and a lot of disrespect. So have movies. Comedians have done that too with the
we are getting
stereotypes
away from
and
the
shit.
topic at hand.
Look,
he's mad because he
I'm talking about
Kobe.
If this y'all poster boy, this the motherfucker that
we gotta bring his character.
Hey, we gonna get to all of that. Let's not jump the gun. We gonna get to Snoop and we gonna talk about Snoop more. Let's talk about the story, the actual story here. So Gayle brought on what's this WNBA player
Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
Yeah.
She brought her on. They were doing like a friend segment on the channel. And she's a huge fan. I mean, she's a huge friend to Kobe before he passed away. And so she decided to bring her on as for an interview and talk about Kobe. And she said some things in the interview that people didn't like. And they thought that it was too soon to talk about all this stuff. So let's play the interview.
Which one did he sign? Oh, that
Yeah, the Watch Together is in the other chat, by the way, so jump into that.
both of them. For years, WNBA star Lisa Leslie has had Kobe Bryant's jersey on display in her home. But since his death, it's taken on a special meaning.
He will be missed, but he will not be forgotten, that's for sure.
They met when Bryant was only 18 years old, before his rookie season with the Los Angeles Lakers and Leslie's debut with the Sparks. The two quickly became rising stars in LA.
Man, Epic, you don't stop. I know it's Epic. One of y'all niggas is playing the video in the background.
It ain't me.
Play basketball.
I ain't even got that motherfucker open though. I can give him
Please, come here.
That's Keith,
Watch this. He's
yeah,
always,
my bad.
He's
I opened
watching
it on my
Jordan
phone.
videos. Michael Jordan.
Show bitch ass.
He's clicking the pause.
Right.
Look, please, watch.
So he studied Michael Jordan.
Beyond studied. I mean,
So this video is 5 minutes long. They're going to get to it. So
he would
just let the shit play out.
obsess over watching these videos.
the
He
research.
imitated everything Jordan did.
Like?
If you watch Kobe's interviews, like the way he talks, the way he's the player that meant everything.
When people say arrogant and aloof, that's not what you remember.
In everyday life, the arrogance is in the world of basketball.
On the basketball court, you're
On
saying.
the basketball court, no, you're not my friend, and I'm not your friend. And it's either kill or be killed. I'm going to attack you. I'm going for the jugular at all times.
What does Kobe's death, what does his loss mean to women's basketball?
You know, he was really making change.
Was he?
Yes, he's changing the mindset.
Yeah, she is.
That was fake as fuck.
She was pushing. Yo, she go
Was
get to
he?
it.
That was fucking messy.
More than anybody else. He's giving us, he's validating us, if you will.
That nigga said
these
copyright
young
strike
ladies
too
who are
ain't
out there.
coming. Stone, you don't get your ugly ass in the car. Stop.
Great
Chat
basketball. It made us about, like, this is, it's good.
Games now than he would at the Lakers.
And she was, you know, he was just, like,
Really does take
because you just know that she had the NBA.
for. Is it complicated for you as a
Here you go.
see as complicated?
Sita was going to make it. She was going to be in the WNBA.
Here you go, right here.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
Oh,
and
she's
that's
pushing.
possible.
Look at that.
Yeah. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like it went to trial.
Yeah, with the case, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that
so many different types of people.
The idea evoked either way.
Seconds, your life is forever changed.
Joy and sorrow.
All right, so that's pretty much the end. Now there was more in the interview about the rape case that happened. So she slipped it in there, in and out. After some
slip it in and out. I see what you did, Bush.
After some other questions. But here's the response from a lot of people. This is Snoop and Bootsy right here. This is their response.
Yeah, let's see it. Yeah.
Gayle King.
I've been up reading the comments about the.
Who fucking the videos up, dog?
Gayle King. Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein ass.
Now he's referencing. He mentioned Oprah. That he's referencing that Oprah was supposed to do a documentary about sexual assault. And it was supposed to star one of Russell Simmons' accusers, and you know, of course, there was some outrage about that. 50 Cent, The Game, and other people came out and said like, why you attacking Russell Simmons when you got Harvey Weinstein and other people, white dudes that you were friends with, that you're not attacking? So that's what he's referencing right there.
Them dumbass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Now that was too much. I don't know why he said before we come get you. What the fuck does that mean, Snoop?
That means nothing. It means shit.
He's just posterizing. He puffing his chest out.
What you think it means?
He ain't really about to assassinate Gayle King, bro. What the fuck?
Oh man, that shit was hard. So here's Bootsy.
Gayle King. Why the fuck would you ask some shit like that? I don't give a fuck who friend it is. I don't give a fuck she came Obama.
It's an Oprah friend.
Why the fuck would you do something like that? Why would you do that to your people? You know what people going through, right? Why would you ask a fucking question like that, trying to tarnish somebody's image? You do that to your own black people. You sad. I'm finna fire your ass up. You sad, bro.
Look, just the I'm gonna fire your ass up. We gonna come get you, man. Come on.
Fire your ass.
Yes, sir. I mean, honestly.
God damn it, Bush. You.
I understand they're coming from a place of anger and sadness, but this outrage it's.
Fire your ass up means roast.
Fire your ass up means multiple things. Yeah, roast is one of them.
No, it means roast.
No.
God damn it.
No, roast is one of them.
Who's a goon?
In the context of how he's saying it, it means roast. It means I'm about to get you. It's like I'm about to talk to you.
He talking to her now. Why would he say I'm gonna talk to you again?
He ain't doing much talking
it means
after this.
It means I'm gonna put you on blast.
What? No, he already making a video doing that. So why would he repeat that? That's redundant. He's saying he's gonna fire her ass up.
But I understand you from the era of Moses and stone tablets, but I know what he's talking about.
See what I mean? Look, this is why you get the sexual harassment, Marcel. You're just so cute, man. You always bring
my God.
I need a documentary on Bushido, like right now.
He got all the evidence he needs to go forward for the sexual harassment.
That nigga meant that I'm gonna smack
the
shit out of Gayle King.
No, come in here because y'all slicing it. No, he did not mean it like that. Stop that bullshit.
It means
you
I'm
really
gonna put you on blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire your ass up.
He was already putting on blast with the video, man.
Are you gonna play the Snoop follow-up video? Are you gonna play that when he said that he did not mean that? Or you gonna bullshit, nigga?
Black people
need
to stop fucking trying
to...
I caught your ass, bro.
You don't even know whose side I'm on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Man. These young, dumb niggas all come in here.
You talking a lot of saucy shit. I'm not even
young, dumb
side,
niggas,
but you better
man.
play that. You better play that follow-up video, nigga.
I ain't even had it. I'll find it. Let me see.
Oh wow, this is oh my god, bro! I swear I gotta get
came in here heated.
I gotta get this nigga push clip notes before he start talking about shit, bro. Oh yeah, I'll be back, bro. I'll be back. I gotta go eat, bro. I had to check.
Hurt black people for success.
Bullshit, bro.
I see you, Stone.
That's all the reason you ask that fucking shit for, to get your fucking numbers up. Give a fuck who you can to.
Podcast is
Black people for success. Fuck who you.
All right, so here's the Snoop follow-up since I didn't have it. I didn't know Snoop did a follow-up, actually.
Look at that.
Kobe Bryant.
I don't give a fuck about this nigga follow-up. That nigga meant what he said in the first video. You think that's going to save anything? That nigga apology the same as Gayle King.
You thought boosting fire up means I'm going to shoot you. Like, that's not what that means.
I didn't say anything about shoot, man.
No, get the fuck out of here.
I did not say that, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Boosie meant that he was going to smack the shit out of her, man. That's what he said.
No, he did.
He going to fire her.
Kobe Bryant and his family.
Play the video, bro.
Now, with that being said, what I look like wanting some harm to come to a 70-year-old woman. I was raised way better than that. I didn't want no harm to come to her and didn't threaten her. All I did was said, check it out. You out of pocket for what you doing and we watching you. Have a little bit more.
Nigga, you say you gonna come get her. Nigga, what the fuck? Stop, Snoop.
Vanessa, her babies, and Kobe Bryant's legacy. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to do what I got to keep doing. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We're very nonviolent. We just want to say that first.
He backpedaled him to protect his new image.
We speak from the heart.
You don't want people to remember he actually went through a murder case in the 90s.
Yeah, that nigga called her a dog head bitch and said, we gonna come get you. Now, am I taking it? Do I have it out of context? Is this another Gayle King situation?
Stop making
he should have just stood on what he
age
said in
look
the first
dumb.
place because that's what he really meant.
He shouldn't have made shit.
Snoop saying we gonna come get you. That means we gonna pull up and beat your ass. That's what that means. Or kill you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you admitted that.
Lil Boosie saying I'm gonna fire your ass up. Meaning I'm about to put you on blast.
Okay. Look, y'all do know that the definitions of slang words change from each generation. So,
but and I know what he means. But
you
know. I know
know
what he means.
You realize that Lil Boosie from the same generation that before my time actually. I mean, you saying I'm old, but that nigga older than me, so he might have meant like, what are you talking about? He this ain't
before your time.
This nigga ain't no fucking Lil Turk or Lil TKJ, whatever the fuck them niggas name is. A B C D E F G nigga.
Before your time,
Lil Pepsi nigga. This ain't none of that, dog. This nigga is Lil Boosie.
Niggas are losers, dog. Y'all ain't gonna do no shit. Look at what happened to Lil Boosie, dog. Look what happened to the man.
Boosie badass. That nigga old as hell. He probably meant
exactly.
We gonna clap her shit up.
Bruh. You old. I can't deal with you old heads, man. Shit.
Lil Boosie old, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
You got old too.
Y'all niggas don't know nothing.
I love how y'all took these niggas under y'all wings like these some young niggas, man.
Y'all niggas don't know nothing, bro.
Tell them, bro. Tell them.
This ain't Shaq West niggas.
Bruh. I understand the language. It's not even like hip hop. That's just Southern language.
You think Lil Boosie up on it? Nigga,
That's
I'm
just
Southern.
Language.
The fuck you talking about?
Bush, Alabama
from the South with an F.
Bush. The South does not claim Alabama. Y'all fuck cousins over there. We don't claim y'all.
Ooh.
All right.
Alabama's the most South.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
that's a
no.
dumbass
That's the
thing.
South.
First of all,
bruh.
they fuck cousins everywhere, so I don't know what the fuck you talking
I don't know.
about.
Hey, look.
All around the world, nigga. I don't know what the fuck.
All around the world.
Mainly in
Niggas
Alabama.
fucking
But
with
Mainly in
cousins.
Alabama.
y'all northern
That's where
niggas, y'all west niggas just
65% of the
hide
cousin
it.
fucking goat takes place in Alabama.
Damn.
Y'all just hide that shit. Anyway, let's get back on topic. All right, let's play the rest of Snoop apology.
Some of you who have no heart don't
I
understand.
feel like it's not even
But
really
anyway,
an
carry
apology.
on
It's just like
and
trying
enjoy
to
your
save
day.
face a little.
Yeah, that's it. Here's Gayle King's response to all the backlash she was receiving from the black community.
Why y'all coming after
I've been
me?
up reading the comments
What I do
about
wrong?
the
Is that a
interview I
wig on
did
her
with
head?
Lisa Leslie
Is
about
that her
Kobe
right here?
Bryant.
Damn weed, bro. Quit playing.
And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry.
Mortified.
Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring.
Marcel,
It's
don't
jarring
come
to
for
me.
my den
I didn't.
before I flame yo Yankees.
E Bunny said Marcel back off or he flame your Yankees, nigga. He said don't come for his
Hey,
generation,
hey,
bro.
hey. God damn it, E Bunny. He said, "Don't come for my gym before I flame your Yankee."
didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls.
That's the young niggas. They be saying shit like Yankees, dog. That's
What the hell are you doing?
Bruh, I messed up.
Why
one
did you
shit,
say
one
this?
time,
What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear.
Okay, so that is pretty much Gayle King's perspective. She said that her company put out a clip, like a little snippet of the interview, trying to get clicks, and it made her look bad. She didn't really fuck with that. Also, she said that she wanted to paint a complete picture of Kobe's legacy, and since people are already bringing it up, she might as well bring it up too. And why not? Why bring it up just on the network? Why don't we bring it up with one of his best friends so that they can defend his position on it? So that's pretty much her stance. And she says she was using I guess Lisa Leslie's response to as a way to say to the media that it's time to get over it. So I don't know, but that's what she had to say about it. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, just okay. I don't know what Gayle King does specifically. Like, if she's just like a talk show host or something like that.
She's an interviewer, basically. She interviews a lot of. She
I mean,
R. Kelly, man. She had R. Kelly looking like a fool out here.
If you're an interviewer, like, it's your job to ask these questions, right? You know, I get that.
Yeah.
And when XXX died, he was strapped like in controversy about how he used to abuse his girlfriend and beat women and stuff and all that. And that's all people talked about after he died. But that was recently. But this happened in 2000, like, what she say, 2004 to 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
3 to 4.
2005, I think, around that time.
And I mean, I'm not saying just forget about it. Like, okay, I gotta quit it. Don't talk about it. But I only gotta quit it because the nigga never showed up. I mean, but it's important. But you don't have to necessarily. I don't even like saying that because, like, at that time, I feel like I'm sounding like a conservative, like, after a mass shooting. When they be like, "Oh, don't talk about it now. Just pray right now. Let's not talk about the politics. Don't politicize it." But I mean, it's important to. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. Like,
right.
I'm not mad.
I mean, I feel where she's coming from as a journalist. She wants to get the full story, and that was a part of his life, and it's a part that people want to ignore just so he can have this image. But he was a human being. He wasn't perfect. Everybody, makes mistakes, and that was obviously something that he probably regretted. And I don't know. I just feel like she should have just stand on what she did, because it's always taken out of context when people don't like what you say or what you do.
Yeah.
But she had intentions to talk about that before she even sat down and talked to her. So I feel like
I do have an issue with people saying that's a part of his legacy. Like, I don't know what that means. I mean,
it's a part of his life. His legacy was.
I know it's something that happened within his life, but to say it's a part of it makes it seem bigger than what it was. It was a huge trial, but that happened that was like 1 year out of his whole entire career. Like, I see if it was like Bill Cosby, that was actually a part of that nigga's life. That nigga was raping every other week and shit for like 40 years.
Man,
so that makes
But
sense.
what I'm saying is, before any of that happened, people had like this perfect image of Kobe. Like, he could do no wrong. He was just like a good stand-up guy. He was just like one of those people that so many people, like men, women, kids, everybody looked up to him, So when that happened, people were just completely shook. And that obviously had an impact even after he died, because people either want to completely ignore it or they want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with talking about it, but it's gonna upset people because they are mourning people who specifically knew Kobe. Because I'm pretty sure, like, a random nigga, like a random fan, is not gonna be mad that Gayle King asked this question, but people who know him, like close family and friends, are gonna be like, "Why you bring that up?" Like, I actually knew this person.
Yeah.
So I think it depends.
All right, Epic, it's on you. What you got to say about this shit?
Man, shit. She's doing her job. She's trying to stir up controversy. She has stirred up the pot well, so kudos on her.
All right, so cancel or support Gayle King?
Support.
Cancel.
Okay.
I mean, she was just doing her job as a journalist.
You get this big
You gotta ask. You learn to ask the tough questions. That's journalism 101. That's what they're trained to do.
That's your job, man.
And if people don't like it, don't watch the news. Don't watch reporters. Do what they do. It's that simple.
All right, so you support too, Keek?
I mean, it's freedom of speech. She has the right to ask any kind of questions that she feels is going to get her the reaction that she wanted. That's what they wanted. Everybody's talking about that right now. So, yeah. I mean, I can't cancel her for doing her job.
Okay.
So we can support coon behavior, though. Okay, I got it.
So, Epic, you clearly on the cancel side.
I'm clearly on the I don't give a fuck side, bro. Because, I mean, like I said,
man, stop doing that.
All right, I'm just going to divulge a little bit, bro. Like I said, when she did the whole shit with R. Kelly, no one gave a fuck. Whatever. When she did the whole thing with just, in general, like I said, everyone, like we said, she's doing her job. Yes, but at the same time, if you believe half the shit that you are spewing at your job, being a bootleg coon ass motherfucker, then yeah, you gotta need to get your face slapped about this shit. So yeah.
I don't think this is enough to call somebody a coon.
Right. But why is it any different for when she did to R. Kelly?
R. Kelly came on her show and embarrassed himself.
Yeah, R. Kelly did it.
But now, people are upset. I think people are upset about the Michael Jackson shit, all of that shit, everything associated with her and Oprah. So,
I mean, she has a controversial fucking, career, dog. So, I mean, it is what it is. It comes to the territory. You're going to ruffle some feathers, but at the same time, like I just said, if she's actually a believer of the shit that she is spewing and talking about all this old, I'm just going to throw this out there, feminist bullshit or whatever this Dindu culture bullshit is, and she actually believes that shit. It's not just her life. It's not just her job, but her life's career and goal to prove that a certain majority of men. What?
It has nothing.
It has nothing to do with it. She's a journalist.
Like I just said, bro, she believes what the fuck.
If it was a man who interviewed Lisa Leslie, he probably would have been asking questions. To be honest, I'm sure the network wanted
feminism has nothing to do with a journalist.
Want you to get that one question, like that one smoking gun question.
Okay, go back.
That's why they posted that clip.
I just
purposely.
I said if she believes in what she just said, that if she is, then she is a coon and a bootleg. But if you want to play that game, then okay, go on ahead. Then.
But how is she? But what does that do with feminism?
Like I said, bro, she's going to the whole harpy book
she
of,
got a
well,
vagina,
he
Marcel.
touched a
What you mean?
woman and this, that, and the third, and he's a villain because he did something. He didn't get arrested for it. We don't have no actual proof of it. We wasn't there with them two in the passion of the moment and the heat and the draws and the scene.
Epic,
But
Epic, that's
he's
not
a bad
feminism.
person.
Epic, that's not the definition of feminism.
All right, bro. All right, you know what? If it's just, give me your broad definition of it, then, please.
Feminism is woman empowerment.
Okay.
Facts.
So, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna even do it. Oh, segue time.
What woman empowerment comes from this? Name one what women empowerment thing from this whole situation.
You tell me, bro.
There isn't one.
She's a journalist. What the fuck?
All right, you know what? I'll say it like this. I'm not saying the woman that supposedly got touched by Kobe was empowered by this, but at the same time, we believe the pathology of it. She was innocent and she's a dilly flower. So yeah.
Also, it kind of shits on the work that Kobe was doing for the WNBA to even bring it
exactly.
Up. I think that's why it was bad timing because you had Lisa Leslie talking about how he was helping out the WNBA and make people respect it. And she completely just shits on that by bringing up he helping women now, but is he who you think he is when he did this rape?
But at the same time, people brought up a lot of allegations about Michael, but that didn't deflect from all the stuff that he did for children, like all the money that he donated when he went to hospitals overseas and saw kids who were sick and dying and all that. People, they don't associate.
I don't know. That shit tarnishes
No one
legacy.
brings up the good you do, but all the evil.
Exactly.
Yeah, we get it.
That rape shit outweighed all of the good he did for those kids. So now people, when they think of Michael and kids, they think of spreaded buttholes and shit. So
only the people that want to think about that, but people who, see him in a good light, they know all the work that he did was from a good place.
Okay.
Look,
like I said, none of us was there
in
any of these situations, so hey.
I've seen too much self-part to think of Michael Jackson in any other way but a child molester. I gotta admit that.
Okay.
South Park has skewered my view of this nigga.
If South Park is out here skewing your view on some shit,
right?
You got
but this shit is funny, man. That shit's funny.
I guess, and that's why jokes ain't always good out here, man. Look, so this is Oprah's response. Oprah is damn near in tears. She crying about her best friend Gayle getting attacked by the black community.
Speaking of holding cards, and we did a show yesterday, Oprah, on best friends and how meaningful they are to us. And I think the last 24
I hate when niggas come in here and be trying to watch a fucking video.
Yo, what we on, bro? What's going on, bro? We still talking about this stupid shit?
This is the final
the final nail in the coffin of Gayle King.
This is the final thing right here. So Oprah is responding to Gayle being attacked.
Since when does Oprah open her mouth about any of this shit, man?
Since now.
I want to see it.
She always got her mouth open for a black man penis, bro.
Oh my god.
Let me see this.
What's wrong with this nigga?
This nigga Mike
holding cards. And we did a show yesterday, Oprah, on best friends and how meaningful they are to us. And I think the last 24 hours for your best friend have been pretty difficult after that interview with Lisa Leslie about Kobe. And I just wondered just how she's doing.
She is not doing well. May I say she is not? Because she has now death threats and has to now travel with security. And she's feeling very much attacked. Bill Cosby is texting from
Bill Cosby is texting from jail. Bill Cosby texting from jail.
How did he get her phone number? How did he get her?
What up, Philly?
She was put in a really terrible position because that interview had already.
Hold on, don't be scared. What?
Yeah, we gonna get to all of that with the Amber Heard shit. We gonna wait on that.
I wanted to talk about this. This is my topic right here. Y'all niggas just start talking about this shit before I even get into the fucking room. Play the video, nigga.
But you been here the whole time.
No, I haven't. You said 10:30. You said 10:30. And at 10:33, you mentioned me. I'm going home just now, nigga. And so I went out to go eat. That's not my fault. Play the video.
He's watching.
Yeah, play that video, Bush. Play that bean footage.
Who the fuck eat at 10, man?
Man, play the damn footage.
She's not doing well and feels that she was put in a really terrible position because that interview had already ran.
It was over.
And in the context of the interview, everyone seemed fine, including Lisa Leslie. And it was only because somebody at the network put up that clip, and I can see how people would obviously be very upset if you thought that Gayle was just trying to press to get an answer from Lisa Leslie. But she obviously, all things pass. She will be okay. But she hasn't slept in 2 days.
Really? What do you think about all that criticism?
I think the vitriol is, I think anybody can criticize anything, but the misogynist vitriol and the attacking to the point where it is
misogynist vitriol. Oh, here we go.
It's not just the people who are attacking.
And then y'all say my feminist mark don't stand by this shit. Okay.
I didn't say that.
Like they can do.
I know who said it, dog. I know. Like I said,
Sources say CBS failed by not protecting its.
Look. It had my point still stands. It had nothing to do with feminism until Oprah just made it about that.
Right.
Had nothing to do with it.
And I was listening. Hold on. I was listening to y'all. The whole she doing her job type thing. It's like Lisa said in the fucking interview in itself. One, the shit got dismissed for the reason that the girl didn't even want to show up to the fucking court date.
Yeah.
Two, they had years and years and years to crucify this man about this, and this shit wasn't even confirmed guilty, or they didn't even try to
say he was guilty.
Investigate that. I'm not saying that, but my thing is, when something is established or something has already been dealt with and crucified with, especially when you get blamed for, and this even bleeds into the Amber Heard shit, especially when you get blamed for shit like violence against women or anything of that case, that's some serious shit, and that can fuck up your life for the rest of your time. But when something like that being dismissed, especially with the victim, or I'm put quotation mark on the victim itself, having multiple people saying that she had like other semen trail, in her underwear and things of that sort. That's not a lie. You can look that shit up. Then that shit fucks with the person's life for the rest of their time. But the thing is, they established and they dealt with it, or they dealt with it in the case that it should be dead. This man just died. It's not even a week in that man's. No. It's not even a week.
But what you don't understand that no matter what, I understand people don't like that, but that's the world we live in. Your reputation follows you.
That doesn't necessarily. Yeah. Are we trying to?
It follows you to your grave.
Then the question is, but that's a false reputation. Reputation.
It still follow if you were involved.
So are we not trying to?
Your involvement, it will follow you for the rest of your life.
It says involvement because it was an involuntary involvement. He didn't want to be involved in something like that. What are you talking about?
Guilty by.
So you're gonna keep holding that man. So you're gonna keep holding that man, even after past the grave, to something that was dismissed.
His name by association, he will always be intertwined with.
You had years. I've never heard once after that situation. I've never once heard niggas talk about that. So my thing is, are we trying to make this a better society, or are we just saying, oh, that's the way it is?
That's how it is.
That's how it is. That's how everybody.
So you don't care about progress. You don't care about progress in itself. You just care that shit happens.
You know they don't care about progress, bro. Why you?
That's how it's always gonna be.
Because saying
can't say progress.
Because saying that's how it is. Because saying that's how it is isn't necessary. That's not fixing shit. Of course, you saying something that everybody knows. You're saying something that's already established that everybody knows. What are we gonna do about it? That's my biggest thing. So I understand, nigga. Just let me finish my fucking point. Damn, nigga.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying what I'm saying.
Never mind, my boy sober is here to body you, clown.
Your point was so ass that you made
it wasn't ass. It made sense. Your ass just kept talking. I just couldn't fucking focus. I don't remember what my point. I don't. Fuck.
Write it down.
God damn, I keep forgetting my point.
I will say that the only reason that it's being brought up now was because everything is ran by money.
He passed. He passed. But the thing is, But the thing is, if we're trying to get better, if we're trying to, now I got my point. So I understand why people are mad, even though I don't agree with what Snoop Dogg was saying. This shit, calling another, you calling her a raggedy dog-haired bitch isn't necessarily helping anything.
Yeah. I just want to point out to take note of this that last week we did talk about how those other two black dudes called women dogs, and Snoop is saying the same shit this week. So just take note of that.
It's not help. Yeah, that rhetoric doesn't help. I understand, but I understand the anger. But I understand the anger behind it because this man just died. His family is still mourning with it. It was a case that was dismissed and dealt with, and that people weren't even talking about because it was dismissed and dealt with, and there already been multiple accounts of the victim or the person of itself being a dishonest person. So when we bring shit like that back up, and the man isn't even I don't even think they had the funeral yet. The man's not even in the grave yet. That's fucked up, and that should be fixed.
See, that's the thing. It's not fucked up. The only reason why you may see
it absolutely is fucked up.
No, is because you're making it personal. She was being objective by being a reporter and reporting on this man's. She was reporting on the good he did. She was reporting on the controversies that he was involved in. She was reporting objectively about everything that was going on.
It's not objective if it has an agenda behind it.
How do you know that?
How do you know that? Because you said it yourself, Keith. The news station itself was doing it, looking for those hot questions, right? They were looking for a hot question. They didn't really care.
That's what they always do. Like
that's the issue in itself. That saying that.
But why should it?
My thing is saying that it's okay.
The timing is bad, but why should we never talk about it?
My thing is, I'm not saying that we never talked about it. My saying is you had years to do so. It was dealt with. And it was dismissed.
But guess what? His death revitalized that conversation.
Right. It's like how everybody started talking about Michael Jackson and his stuff.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't justify him bring it back up.
Final thoughts. We got to move on. Final thoughts.
I'll cancel. I'll cancel her for this. I'll cancel her. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
This nigga don't care about free speech, man. Niggas a hoe.
No one talking about free fucking nigga. You shut your goofy
Don't do it. Don't do it, brothers.
Don't talk
Chip and Dale. Oh, Chip and Dale ass teeth ass nigga, bro.
Controversy now. We need to pray.
You had time. You had mad time.
You had mad time to talk about this controversy. Don't politicize this controversy.
All right, so I muted them two niggas. We're not gonna have none of that.
Free Stone.
Okay.
Damn, honestly, that's just crazy. But I'm not blaming Lisa Leslie at all because she handled the situation with class, but it's so soon after he died, I wouldn't even be doing interviews about my dead friend or anything like that. You know, I would have waited a little bit.
I mean, people forget that this is all about money, and the only reason that the media brings up controversial issues when a figure on a celebrity is relevant. That's the only time that the media brings up these major issues because it's all about money. It's all about clicks. Like when old boy Nate Parker was doing Birth of a Nation, they brought up his rape case. Like when Kevin Hart was finna host the Oscars, he was real relevant. So the media started talking about his gay tweets. So I mean, it's all about money at the end of the day, and people need to not lose
money
sight of that.
And be smudging a black man, brother.
I mean, I don't believe in all this agenda shit. I think that it's purely based off money. I mean, you can say it's agenda, however you want to look at it, but I think it's the main thing is.
So money. You don't hold. If it's about money, then why not praise this man? Why not do the Michael Jackson thing of he was a good man, he was perfect, and he's Jesus, and just sell merchandise and get your money.
Nobody has ever said he was perfect.
Controversy gets way more clicks than being positive. Everybody doing that, so you gotta.
There's more people vilifying Michael Jackson now, even after he's dead, than ever.
That's what I'm saying. So if you are vilifying him, are you buying his merchandise? So it can't be about money. So what is it about then? Answer that then, Mr. Pickle.
It is about money, man. You say
it's always about money.
It's about money, so I'm gonna vilify you. So if you're vilified, it don't matter if
it's good or positive.
It'll sell either way.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see how, but I mean, if it makes sense to y'all, cool, go with it.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, we ain't gonna we'll go on to the next one. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna. we're gonna skip the Amber Heard shit for now because Philly Boy 08 ain't here.
He eating chicken wings.
You got a game or something, nigga? All this depressing ass shit that I've been talking about all day, man. I want
about game. I ain't got no games. Nigga, I ain't make no games. I had.
God, bro. I got a game. I got one gotta go. If I send you, you gonna play this shit, nigga?
No. You eating, Stone?
I told you I was eating.
Let this man eat.
Goofy ass nigga want to start late. The CPT time giving black people bad name and shit like that. We supposed to be on time, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't want to keep doing one. I don't want to keep doing one guy. I'm trying to create new games and shit. So I think that I want to take a break from just doing the same games over and over again. So that's why.
Yeah, bro, you ain't wilding out, man. You ain't Nick Cannon.
We gotta come with some new games.
Yeah, so like that's why. That's why we not
over here trying to do wilding out and shit. Bro. You ain't got to do all that.
Exactly. But let's go to the next topic.
Nigga think he Nick Cannon and shit. He probably suck Orlando dick too.
Speaking of that, I don't think we talked about that. Yeah, we didn't talk about that shit. Yeah.
No, I don't think we did.
What the fuck is there to talk about? The nigga said he sucked his dick. Nick Cannon didn't deny it. He wrote a long ass quote, not saying no, not saying they didn't do it, but saying he didn't once said that he did not do it.
Nick Cannon.
But how you gonna say a nigga suck your dick and then ask to be on the show?
Bro, he sucked that man's meat, bro. He did. He
might have done it.
This the brief clip here. We're not gonna talk about it. It's just
wrote a long ass post. Didn't say no.
Damn.
Oh, don't worry
bro,
about it.
Someone told me that I did that.
That shit goofy as hell. Why you gotta say no to that? Like,
what? No, because if you don't say no, man, he's a man of principle.
Then you leave it open. Yeah. Obviously, you denying it. Obviously you ain't denying it if you ain't saying no.
My meat. The first thing I say is no, I didn't.
No, exactly.
First thing I say is no, I didn't.
Bush probably would say yes. He lying on you. He probably lied on your dick. He probably said yes just to say that he did.
Clearly crazy, man. Why would you even give
he got
this
some
time of
severe mental health.
No, he a genius. Like, you seen his music videos, dog? He could spit.
That nigga got bars. He pulled his ass out. I want to see that.
Yeah,
you saw that nigga smoking crack? Oh my God, that nigga was off on.
He like, man, I don't want to get this shit a response, so I'm not even gonna say yes or no. He can have.
He responded in a whole paragraph. Could have said no.
He responded in a whole paragraph, not saying no.
No, he was like,
I
think Orlando Brown needs help. This nigga's a meth head.
He blamed like multinational corporations for him doing.
Okay, I know Nick sucked his meat, bro.
Fine, okay.
He did.
You want me to tell everybody?
See,
give him that Nick at night.
Damn,
fine.
Case closed.
Nick, I let you suck my dick. Okay. Fine, I said.
He looked fine to me.
Nick sucked my dick
because he wrote a paragraph. He didn't do it,
and I liked it. It was okay. Fine. Nick, you sucked my dick.
He's Mr. High and Mighty.
Because you did it as a female.
This nigga is a coon.
The only part I don't get. Hold on, back it up.
He said he did it as a female.
You know,
he did it as a female. What the fuck that means?
As a female.
What that mean?
Put a wig
I don't know
on
what that means.
You know what it mean, man. He was tickling
I don't know. Bush, what that mean, bro?
He's off his fucking shit.
Nigga, you in the traps. You the one supposed to know.
What?
Yeah,
who said that? That's false, nigga.
Buddha in traps, sir. That is not false.
That's false, nigga. Stop trying to Orlando Brown me. Don't Nick Cannon me, nigga.
Ain't nobody trying to Orlando Brown you. You said it yourself, nigga. I'm just following what you said, bro.
You talking about what he did to Sabo?
Suck my dick.
I did say that.
For all your information, Bush wrote a whole diss track for a nigga to suck his dick.
First of all, those are inside jokes. None of these niggas know.
Ain't inside jokes. It ain't inside jokks if I just told him that what happened though. But all right,
yeah.
That's why I muted you. Fucking
bars about a man.
God damn. Anyway, that's why I want to talk about this. Y'all niggas.
That nigga Bush was moaning too.
Anyway,
it really ain't the topic.
This nigga stone drunk, man.
Were you ever jealous?
What is it to talk about? That's what I said.
Let's move on.
Said he sucked his dick.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Will Smith interview now. Will Smith is a top tier actor, one of the best actors in the 90s.
That's a reach, but okay.
Late 90s.
Yeah, that's a reach, nigga.
He's one of the
He's
best
not
actors.
top tier actor. Stop.
Top tier actor. I'll say.
When I say actor, I don't mean like
black actors.
I don't mean like fucking.
Not even that.
He winning tons of Oscars.
Anytime you go overseas and you a black man and you look even remotely like Will Smith, they will call you Will Smith.
Bruh, Denzel Washington,
they call Philly
Will Smith, goddamn Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep, the most widely recognized.
Will is on Sam Jackson. Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't say that.
Bro, he was in Star Wars.
They're the most top tier black actors.
Man,
Are we talking about top tier in terms of popularity, or are we talking about top tier in terms of acting? Those are different.
Popularity. I'm talking about popularity.
So not acting.
He on YouTube, nigga. Stop that shit.
What you mean?
Hey, Will Smith a part of the Illuminati, nigga. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Y'all niggas get up that Illuminati. Get off the Illuminati.
I exposed that nigga, but you know.
Get up
Nigga on YouTube, bro. So he popular.
You exposed.
Look, name one scene that Sam got that's better than this scene, dog.
All of Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah,
all of Pulp Fiction.
I'll call you next week. And
you don't want to answer.
14. Great birthdays without him. He
Matter
never even
of fact,
sent me a damn card.
Exactly. Will Smith ain't got shit.
Man, let the video play.
Except punching a fucking alien.
And this nigga keep talking.
I ain't need him then, and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids.
Damn, he hurt. Why you don't love me?
Nah, he was good in 6 Degrees of Separation. That was probably his best.
Man, you fucked up the best line. This shit made me cry low key. I teared up a little bit. I teared up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit was powerful, nigga. Come on.
That shit hurt. That shit hurt. I got my dad, but that shit hurt.
We all know Sam was a better actor, but come on, that scene was powerful, nigga. Him and Martin put black TV shows on the map, nigga.
You damn right.
Viola Davis Snot was a better actor. Go ahead, bro.
What you say? What did you
Y'all
say?
had y'all coon segment in the 90s, and y'all see where that shit. Y'all still got niggas sucking the damn 90s dick.
I said, you heard what I said, nigga.
Anyway,
Viola Davis.
Anyway, let's talk about so Will Smith never spoke about how he felt about Jada's relationship with Tupac and how
Morgan.
how everybody used to shit on him like, man, you soft, you ain't Tupac is hard, Will Smith is soft. And why Jada with you? You a soft ass fun nigga. And, people,
you a fun nigga. You ain't fun. Fuck you.
Fun
fun.
Bro, Tupac was a clown too. He was goofy.
Yeah, Tupac was goofy.
Like,
but
y'all be acting like he didn't go to an art school.
Yeah.
Like,
Tupac was
wearing a dress in that tub, man.
Yeah, Tupac was kind of feminine, man. Nigga had nose ring and shit, man. Yeah, but here's the Breakfast Club interview.
Of the love Jada had for Tupac.
Bush talking like he ain't got the nose ring right now.
Fuck yeah. Were you ever
nigga, nose ring is fire. I rock a nose ring, man.
Play the damn
Facts.
video.
I got
Were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Fuck yeah.
Oh
my God, that dude. And that was in the early days.
Yeah,
that was in the early days, and it was like, that was a big regret for me too, because I could never open up to interact with Pac, and because we had a little bit of a thing, right? Because they grew up together, and they loved each other, but they never had that, they never had a sexual relationship, but they had come into that age where now that was a possibility, and then Jada was with me, so Pac had a little thing on that, but she just loved him like he was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince, so it was like I never could, like, even we were in a room together a couple times, I couldn't speak to him, and he wasn't going to speak to me if I wasn't going to speak to him.
Really?
But,
it seemed like y'all would have so much in common.
No, that's what Jada would say all the time. She was
Right.
like, I'm telling you, y'all are so similar. You will love him. And I just never, that was a huge regret of mine. I just I couldn't handle it. I was the soft rapper from Philly, and he was Pac.
Right.
You
well,
know
at least
what
he
I
didn't do a
mean?
diss song about you or nothing.
I know,
That
right?
was awful.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I was deeply insecure, and just I wasn't man enough to handle that relationship.
So I gotta get over.
Shit, at least he was honest.
Man.
That nigga Will fucking Smith, man. All these latest interviews, man. Even he be a lot on the motivational speak channels.
Was that the first time you was on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, I think so. One of the first times. I think so. I don't recall him ever being on there before.
The movie bombing, so he got to start hanging out with the coons,
the
man.
movie actually doing pretty well. It's not doing that bad.
I heard Bad Boys 3 good.
People like the movie. They fuck with it. But in the interview, he talked about how he's no longer He's trying to be himself. He's no longer trying to be the sweet image, the clean cut Will Smith. He's trying to be who he is. So I think all this stuff right here is a part of that. You know, you don't go to the Breakfast Club to do a clean interview. You know, Charlamagne gonna act like a fool. So all this is part of that. So.
Nah, around Pastor Farrakhan.
Oh yeah, some niggas, some niggas will check the shit out of
Nigga had a liquor bottle. Nigga had a liquor bottle all the rest of
respectful.
the interviews. And then when Pastor Farrakhan gone, there's a fucking Bible behind the shit. No, I've never seen that before. So yeah, he be checking himself. He be checking himself.
Hold up, break, pause. E-Bunny dropped a donation. All right, let me play the donation.
Why do we keep doing this shit, nigga?
Let me play the donation here from E-Bunny. He dropped another tier list of the podcast. Let's listen to it.
We can't hear it, nigga. What are you talking about? Listen to it.
Read it to us, Bush. Or can you not do that?
No, I can't.
Who are you? Class, Philly Epic Bush A class.
He's trying to tell us to listen to some shit that we can't listen to. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Bush is on.
Bush, just read it, dog.
God damn, bro.
Coked out, Stone D class.
This
Bush topic, truth, intro, Z class. Josh?
Look, man. All right.
Talking about I got moss in my head.
I'm just trying to get this nigga. Look, I mean, look.
Hello?
Amoeba Boys having a party in this nigga brain.
All right. He says $20 donation from E-Bunny. He got the little Superman thing. You know what I'm saying? He said S-Class.
None of that money we're going to see.
Exactly. He said S-Class. I'm trying to be my inner Will Smith. I'm trying to be truthful. None of that money is going to any of these other niggas on the podcast. I put
y'all
it on
donated
free.
to the black community, man. This is about being here. Thank you, by
Anyway, he said S-Class. This is his tier list, right? So he got Philly and Epic as number 1 and 2. I don't know why. He got me as third. I'm S-Class too, but I'm behind them two niggas.
You A-class, nigga. Don't try to nigga. You A-class. Don't S-class. Where you S-class at? Where you see? Oh, Bush.
Learn to read, you stupid nigga.
Damn. He about he 3 on the S.
I'm gonna need you to be Bush's personal pocket pussy and shut the fuck up, nigga.
I'm gonna need you to learn to read, nigga.
All right.
I'm on my Bush wave right now.
He said A-class, sober stone. He said, "See, when you sober, which you not right now."
How do you niggas know if I'm sober or not?
He's never sober. What are you talking about?
I'm never sober. Word, Morgan.
That's what I heard, man.
So what I gather, being sober means that you say shit that they actually fuck with. That's what sober means to them. So
basically.
All right, and he got Morgan up there. So Morgan and Stone is A-class.
I'm above Morgan. That's about right. That's right.
When you sober, yeah,
that's about right. Yeah, you need me to be handicapped to be better.
Which never happens. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
You could be above me, but you never sober.
Morgan, you don't say shit this whole time. Like you've been sitting on this fucking podcast, haven't said one fucking word.
Talking is irrelevant.
Talking is irrelevant in our podcast, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't spitting no lies though. Shit.
Oh my God.
Tell him, Epic.
Y'all niggas told me to read the shit, but you won't allow me to finish it.
I am the only consistent nigga in A-class, man. I'll take that.
Okay.
How the fuck is this nigga in A-class?
All right, B class.
This nigga's a desk jockey.
He got comment section. He got Keek. He got Mo in the B class. Now
how's Mo still
B, bro?
If these niggas read these comments, bro, in the damn Discord, man, that damn square gonna
Now Keek and Mo, they the real OGs, man. They always here on time.
OG.
They your hype men, bro, but I get it. It's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, they agree with anything you fucking say, but
they my favorites. They my favorites, man. They should be in S class with me, man.
Bush love, yes, man.
Okay, it got.
If you ain't careful, you'll turn your ass to an editor, man.
We got what?
Relax.
Oh my God.
No, Epic. Relax, nigga.
Okay.
We can't let that get off.
C class.
We might have to delete this whole podcast.
You got all the guests. Troy, coked out Stone.
That's a lot, man. Troy's above. Who's another guest? King Fo? Nah, King Fo S class.
King Fo S class, bro.
D class. He got Bush's topics.
Hikari. Troy is better than Hikari.
Truth.
Akari, nigga.
Intro.
Uber Akari.
He said Z Class. That nigga hate Josh. God damn.
Everybody hates Josh.
Everybody hates Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That is consistent with all the comments.
Everybody hates Josh. Everybody hates Josh.
That's fucked up.
From overrated to the underrated to the most hated.
The second Josh said that he don't care if white women say nigga, that's when
that niggas with this. Niggas don't having it.
Aren't you an advocate for giving people a card, sir? What are you talking?
Blacks can't have that.
I said Captain America could save nigga if he saved my life.
No, the blacks.
And y'all hold this nigga up in high regards. You letting Captain America said that shit?
If Captain America saved
bro, who's
my
stopping
life,
Captain America?
you know who? Captain America saved my life, and he said,
"Shit, Black Panther, get the fuck out of here,
Marcel."
If Captain America saved my life, right? That nigga threw the shield and reflected a missile, and he was like, "Hey, my nigga, you good?" I'd be like, "Yeah." And I run away. Like,
no, nigga, no, nigga.
Man, here you go.
You know the closest,
white savior
bro,
shit, dog.
bro.
Oh,
the closest thing we got to Captain America is Tom Brady. You gonna let that nigga say it? He's saving football.
Tom Brady is not the closest.
He is the closest thing. No, he's not. Chris Evans is not the closest thing to Captain America. Tom Brady got 6 rings,
Tom Brady
nigga.
already probably said nigga before.
Football. What the fuck?
Hell yeah, that nigga Captain America on the field, dog.
What the fuck football got to do with this?
Listen, Marcel, he's the great white hope. Besides Captain America, football and bald eagles, bro, man. Tom Brady, the next best fucking thing. Man.
Hey, if you want to be real, Captain America would be a Trump voter, dog. You know, man. That nigga would straight up be a Trump. Hell yeah, he would, dog.
No, he would not. Captain America was from the fucking 30s and 40s and shit. Nigga wasn't even racist.
Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here.
No, he wasn't.
If that nigga wasn't racist then, that nigga is the most
wasn't
holiest
racist.
person.
Are you shooting? I got comics.
Captain America was not racist.
Don't do it. Do
Don't
not
do
do it to yourself.
I don't think he's racist because look who he gave his shield to.
He's not
racist.
racist.
Passed out.
But he did it out
Google
of
Captain America and Chink, dog.
Captain America was not racist,
like
bro.
If Bucky wasn't in that fucking chamber, old boy wouldn't even be considered, dog. Falcon. Who the fuck thinks of Falcon, bro? Man, get the fuck
Captain
out
America
of here.
did.
Captain America did.
He
Because Bucky was fucked up. And Bucky was the fucked
Bucky
up.
was wilding, but
Bucky was
I mean,
we wouldn't have a black Captain
Bucky
America.
had no mind control. Bucky had a
And that nigga can't even get his own movie, dog. They got a Falcon and the Captain America show coming out, bro.
That shit might be.
Oh man, that nigga can't even. They don't even trust that nigga to carry his own movie. He's too busy fucking other niggas and striking vipers.
Bro, because they have a great.
I thought that was your episode though.
And that shit kind of. I would do it. I would do it still to this day, bro.
Yo, that actor that played that part, I fucked the pole. That nigga top
polar
tier,
bear.
though.
Nigga like that shit.
I
wonder what a polar bear. I mean,
Stone. Stop.
You don't wonder about polar bears, nigga?
All right. In other news,
I mean, let's go. Yeah, let's go on, Bush.
We got this P. Diddy speech at the Grammys. We just had the Oscars today, and you know, my movie Parasite won, so history is being made all over the place, man.
Did we get an update on any of the other winners?
Okay, I can pull that up. Let's see.
If we waiting, if we're waiting for it,
we ain't waiting. It already ended. Let me pull it up.
I'm talking about Philly, dog.
Oh, I don't know where that nigga at.
Pull up with the poll, little bear.
That nigga.
I just can't talk normally. I took something. Niggas don't even know. Too much energy. This is my time of night. I sleep all night. I work nights.
Yeah. Took that white man's energy drink, man. They got the low libido, so they got this.
Hey, your boy Joker won for best actor, man. Joaquin Phoenix.
My nigga Joaquin.
Did he give another woke speech?
Oh, he gave a long ass.
You only gotta make one a year. He good for the whole year.
That's all we gonna do.
That nigga.
He trying to fuck a black woman, dog. That's all that is. He
My nigga Joaquin
diversity. He killed that black woman.
He killed her.
Let's be honest.
What you talking about?
He killed her in the movie.
He killed the pussy, or he killed her in the movie.
He killed her. He murdered her.
Definitely killed her.
Wait,
I'm sure he murdered
the one. Did he kill her? Zaza.
I can't assume. I can only assume a crazy ass nigga like that.
You can only assume
that he was.
He didn't kill the little dude, dog. He let the little dude live, so he let.
Bush, imagine if you in your mind you thought you were getting consistent pussy from this chick, just to find out that you weren't. And you crazy. You gonna kill that her. You gonna kill her.
Y'all need to peep game on that shit. Y'all mama over here
I mean, but you do that all the time. Never mind. Go ahead, bro.
God damn, Stone, stop drinking. Stop.
I got hot wings. I'm eating hot wings. My bad. I'm sorry about that.
Man, you over here like fucking damn Morty like a motherfucker.
Y'all say this nigga was sober, man. It's y'all. It's y'all fault, man.
I absolutely am sober.
Oh
my God. Y'all let Philly use this light skin trickery to trick y'all niggas to thinking that I don't. Fuck y'all. I haven't even smoked in like 2 months, bro. Like, relax.
Yeah, you off a bean right now, nigga.
Matter of fact, I haven't smoked in the last 12 months.
God damn,
Parasite.
Parasite took home 3 awards.
I got a job coming up. Shut up.
This
so,
nigga off a perk right now. Stop it.
So let's move to the next topic. Let's talk about P Diddy, man.
Diddy. Now to my
P Diddy.
My other family.
Diddy of the P.
My musical family.
Sucking on the Willie.
During the hardest year of my life.
Bush. I mean, not Epic. Chill. We watching the video, though.
And push me up. And I want to tell y'all I appreciate that. I love that. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't get those messages. And I want to thank everybody here from the bottom of my heart, you know, that really cared about me. And we are a musical family. And we have to be there for each other. And now because we are a family, I have to be honest. You know, for the last 2 days, I've been conflicted. You know, I'm being honored by the industry that I love, the family that I love. But there's an elephant in the room, and it's not just about the Grammys. There's discrimination and injustice everywhere at an all-time high. But there's something I need to say to the Grammys. And I changed my middle name to Love, so it's Sean Love Songs now.
Oh my God!
You don't have to call me a different name. It's an added-on name if you want to call me Love. So I say this with love to the Grammys, because you really need to know this. Every year, y'all be killing us, man. Man, I'm talking about the pain. I'm speaking for all the artists here, the producers, the executives. The amount of time that it takes to make these records, to pour your heart out into it.
Stop wrapping up your chicken in tinfoil, man. Relax. There's a random ass nigga standing up and clapping.
Erykah Badu, we are artists and we are sensitive about our. We are passionate. For most of us, this is all we got. This is our only hope. Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. So right now, this current situation,
ain't too many niggas fucking with that.
Like
a couple niggas clapping.
This thing been going on. And it's not just going on in music, it's going on in film, it's going on in sports, it's going on around the world. And for years, we've allowed institutions that have never had our best interests at heart to judge us. And that stops right now.
Everybody even the white people fucking with it, bud.
I mean, they're surrounded by black people. They really can't. If they don't clap, you know.
I'm officially starting the clock. Y'all got 365 days to get this together. We need the artists to take back the control. We need transparency. We need diversity. This is the room that has the power to make the change that needs to be made. They have to make the changes for us. They're a nonprofit organization that is supposed to protect the welfare of the musical community. That's what it says on the mission statement. That's the truth. They work for us. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
That's facts. That's facts.
Now, we're not going to solve this tonight, but it's going to take all of us to get this done. It's going to take the artists and executives to recognize their power.
Tell me when Diddy done so I can expose him on this bullshit.
not to just bash y'all, because
Stop
as I said,
to
y'all
expose them,
nonprofit
nigga.
organization. We just need to get it right. And I'm here for the artists. So sign me up. I'm here to help make a difference and help us have a positive outcome. And I believe all my brothers and sisters out there would be willing to work on getting this right. Because we just want it right. We just want to be able to go to the Grammys. You got to understand, we seen Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was holding 8 Grammys. He was dropping the Grammys. But you know why he was dropping the Grammys? Why he got 8 Grammys? Because they never nominated him for Off the Wall. And so Thriller was his revenge. It wasn't his honest work. It was his revenge. He was like, y'all want to with me? I'm going to take your souls.
What the fuck, yo?
And then we had Thriller. My goal used to be about making hit records. Now it's about ensuring that the culture moves forward. My culture, our culture, the black culture. And for me to be worthy of receiving an Icon Award, I have to use my experience to help make a change. And on that note, I'm finishing up. Y'all got 365 days. And I want to dedicate this award to Michael Jackson for Off the Wall, Prince for 1999, Beyonce for Lemonade, Missy
Boy, sound like
Elliott
Kamala
for
Harris.
The Real World, Snoop
So
Dogg for
hating.
Doggy Style,
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You told me you don't
Kanye
believe
West
this
for
shit.
Graduation.
I know he actually
Hey,
listens to all
and
this.
Nas
bro.
I
for
know you don't
Illmatic.
believe
I
this
love y'all.
shit. I know you don't. I know you know Diddy don't believe this
Yo,
shit. Come on, bro.
I don't give a fuck. That was a great speech. I don't give a
That
fuck
was
if
a
you
good
listen
No,
to
that
the
was-
it's a great speech. It's a
Yeah,
great
that
speech
shit
from a
was
nigga that don't mean none of that shit.
That shit was flames,
Come
nigga.
on, bro.
What you mean?
Did you see the video that Mace said that nigga still ain't pay that nigga? Come on,
Pull
bro.
that video.
Mace offered to buy
He
his
really
own
don't give a
royalties
fuck.
$1 million, and Diddy said,
I
"If
feel
you
like
can top the European guy that's trying to buy me out, go ahead." He'd rather sell Mace's music to a white man than let him
Bro.
own his own shit.
Bro, I feel like
Let me pull up that Mace video. Hold up.
I feel like these niggas bullshitting, bro. Or at least some
Stone,
of these niggas
Stone.
be
I'm
bullshitting
not
whenever
gonna
they
lie,
be talking
Stone.
about this.
Once a nigga becomes so rich, regardless if he's black, white, once a nigga's that rich, they don't give a fuck about where they came from. They don't give a fuck.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying niggas like to use, like Nicki, like Meek, they like to use like the black card when it benefits them or when they want to benefit them.
Because they rich. Once you rich, you not black no more.
But they don't
Once
give a
you,
fuck
like,
about it. They don't give a fuck
You
about
not
it.
black.
You not black no more. Huh?
Nigga, once you're rich, you not white no more. Once you
That caught
rich,
me off
you not
guard.
black no more. You rich. Niggas don't care. Bruh, niggas don't give a fuck about what your skin color is if you got money.
You're still black. You still black no matter
Could
what.
have
To
got
white
bad.
people, you still black no
But
matter
since
what,
he was
how much
rich,
money you got, bro.
it don't
Bruh,
matter
nah.
if he black. Okay, we roll with that.
Epic, what the fuck, nigga?
Look. If a black man was like, let's say if a black man was fucking Jeff Bezos, right? And whatever.
Fucking
Fuck.
Jeff
If he was the richest
What the
nigga in the
fuck?
world, then a racist billionaire wouldn't give a fuck. He'll still like invite that nigga over. He's the richest nigga in the world. We gotta do business with him, regardless if I'm racist. They don't care.
Okay, that's great and all, but what the fuck does that have to do with this Diddy speech, sir?
Because nigga, once you get to like the amount of wealth that you have, being black, being white, I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it supersedes like.
Are you saying this in terms of the motive of why Diddy said this, or like I'm genuinely
I'm
confused on why
saying
you're
it in a
saying
way
this?
as they use the guise of caring about the industry and about other black people, when in actuality they rich as fuck and couldn't give a fuck about what poor black people deal with.
Then why the fuck we give a fuck about Diddy's speech, bro?
It was a good speech. I ain't gonna fly. That was a good ass speech.
Yeah.
That was a good speech.
In the words of the great
That's
Morgan.
all Negroes know how to do is speech, bro. What a difference.
That was
What
a
a
good
change.
speech.
In the words of the great Morgan.
At face value, was a good
I keep
speech.
sneezing. God
Yeah.
damn, I got corona.
That was a good
In the
speech.
words of the great.
Face value, that was a good speech. Did the nigga mean it?
Not great,
Probably
but
not.
in the words of Morgan, these colors talk too much, man.
Exactly,
Good speech.
Nah, bro. I don't know
You
about
can't
that.
lie and say that wasn't a good speech.
I don't know.
It wasn't that good.
The great master fornicator.
It's like a messenger. It's like for me, it's like a messenger issue.
Yeah,
I really don't feel like Diddy give a fuck.
We're gonna roll on. I'm about to go to sleep. We're gonna do the Amber Heard shit right now.
You better add that nigga Philly.
Yeah, let them know what we doing.
Let me see. Let me add him. Epic, what the fuck is wrong with you, Diddy?
This nigga tripping.
Talking about he's sleepy.
I think you got a high functioning version of whatever Riz got, bro.
This man needs no rest. No.
Riz a dope though.
No.
So a lot of people thought that Jay-Z and Beyonce were peacefully protesting the national anthem at the Super Bowl by not standing when Demi Lovato performed it. There they are in a private box before the anthem played. They remained seated during the performance of the performances. J-Lo doesn't register.
Go back to that picture.
Leave that girl alone. She married, man. See, that's what's wrong with niggas, dog.
Beyonce had that dog.
Bro, we about to get copyright. Why are you playing it?
Nigga, stop.
Stop. I ain't play that much. Stop. God,
Smooth brain
Academy. We gonna get copyrighted. Stop.
No, why y'all on delay? I didn't.
And then
play
we're
that
not gonna
shit
be
like
able to
that.
stream for shit, dog. Why the fuck you doing this, man? Turn this shit off, man.
Why we care about copyrights more than you, nigga?
And matter of fact, Lil Nas, nobody give a fuck about Lil Nas X, man. Man, turn this shit off, bro.
A lot of people do. He won a Grammy.
Sir, Stone.
So
You need to stop hating.
a lot of one-hit wonders win Grammys. The fuck?
You need to stop hating.
How am I hating? Do you give a fuck? Do you give a fuck about Lil Nas X besides Rodeo? I'm not Rodeo. Old Town Road?
I care about Old Town Road.
I like how you said that.
No, I'm telling all the songs that I like, fuck nigga.
What song you like?
I like Rodeo. I like
Rodeo?
I like
Why do you say Rodeo?
You could say Rodeo. You can say Rodeo.
Bougie.
What calls a rodeo
Marcel
Rodeo?
Bougie. All the people
fuck?
that shop on Rodeo Drive.
You can say both,
Y'all
nigga.
coons, bro.
You can say both.
Y'all extra coons for that shit.
Oh shit,
Extra.
we might need Philly for this topic too. They say your
Extra coon sauce.
boy Jay Electronica album might actually drop. Let's play this video here.
That's gonna be fire.
Let's see.
What's poppin', y'all? Jay-Z.
Oh, this is Hello Your Shine. Oh god.
I don't give a fuck.
I fuck with him. I fuck with him, but
and it will be on none other than Jay Electronica's
Jay
new
fucking
album,
Electronica.
Oh my goodness, man.
In a
What's
series
wrong
of
with
tweets, Jay Electronica says, album done.
This nigga
God
had
damn,
one
the
song
video's
that
fucking playing. Shut the fuck up. Damn.
Stone, you just spit all over your keyboard just
Yes, I did, nigga, because oh my god, you've been spitting all over your mic this whole video.
Oh my
Close your
god.
mouth.
Chicken bones, man. Chill.
Anyway, get back to this Jay Electronica album shit.
In a series of tweets, Jay Electronica said, album done. My debut album featuring Hove, man, this is highway robbery. Recorded over 40 days and 40 nights, starting from December 26th.
Nah, nigga, you had about 10 years. What the fuck you mean 40 days and 40 nights?
Releasing in 40 days. A written testimony. We might get one of the most anticipated hip-hop albums of all time. If you like analysis videos on hip-hop, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification. The first album.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I just wanted that part. I was too lazy to put it
Nobody
on myself.
gives a fuck about Jay Electronica.
I mean, people still care about Jay, man. Jay, look.
Who?
Old heads.
People.
I need to listen. I need to hear that album, man. That nigga
The last
shit.
Jay Electronica song I heard was "Control" by Kendrick.
Jay Electronica.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about that Billie Eilish news. What she said, nigga?
What she
What
said?
she say? Suck a nigga dick or something.
She said that?
Man, give me the news.
No.
Stop talking about some Bush, nigga. I got shit to do, nigga. I can't pull up every single topic.
Take off your damn ankle bracelet, brother.
God damn. Nigga, man, you ain't got every news topic in the world, nigga. Like,
What did she do,
ass
nigga?
outta here.
What did she do?
I just want to.
She won something, didn't it?
No, she was talking about hip hop. All they do is lie. And
She said rappers were liars. Well, actually, she said.
I just want to show the world those.
No, not
like,
that.
drugs and killing and shit were liars.
Okay, and what does she talk about besides killing herself and drowning in semen and all that kind of shit? So,
See, man,
Have you ever listened to a Billie Eilish song?
Yo,
She's
Bush.
not about being a
Not
bad
Bush.
guy. That's the only thing she got
Have you
about
ever
right.
listened to a Billie Eilish song?
He's a bad guy, my nigga. Yeah.
He listens, see?
He said,
That song
"Okay,
kinda-
I give that.
that song kinda hit.
I give that. I give that song hit though. I give
Yeah.
You got spiders
slap.
climbing at her womb and shit, dog. Stop it. Don't do it.
that video was fire.
Whoa. Come
Fine.
on with that shit.
Because you trying to climb between them thighs.
Where is the?
Here you go, Bush.
Yeah, give me the actual video. Yeah.
It's not a video. Oh, it's an article, but
it's an article.
I can give you a video too. Whatever.
No,
you
this
want.
nigga cannot
that
read.
shit, man. I don't like reading no articles, man.
I know you don't.
See?
All y'all Negroes don't like reading.
What
man.
an
They-
article?
he
What an
can
article
write
at?
the day he
Actually,
gonna
where
abbreviate
it's
y'all
at?
whole
You
ass
linked
and
it?
y'all ain't gonna read.
You
Oh,
linked
look
the
this.
article?
I'll put it in the off the top central.
Okay. Did you? I don't see it there. Oh, there you go.
Nigga.
It's funny because she talk about rappers, but when you go on that bitch's Twitter page, man, she got that mixed breed broad from Boondocks on her shit. Funny, isn't it?
Mixed breed broad from who are you talking about?
Yeah, the mixed breed broad from Boondocks. Or was she a white girl trying like a
Jasmine?
Jasmine. Yeah.
All right,
No,
so
not
here-
Jasmine,
here's
the other broad.
here's what she
When
said.
else, when you was doing
Here's
them cookie sales and shit.
that's
You
a
said
thing
about,
is-
about President Blake and my Lambo Blue, nigga, and all that shit. Yeah,
Riley?
yeah,
That's
Riley.
that's a nigga.
No, I'm saying the broad that hangs out with Riley. Huey has Jasmine. Riley has.
Oh,
the
I
other
know what
shit.
you're talking about.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
forgot what her name is. I know who he's talking
So
about.
here's what she said.
White girl,
Now,
a little
I'm
white
not-
girl.
I don't know much about Billie Eilish. But here's
Billie
what she
Eilish
said.
is a Grammy winning now. Grammy winning
Yeah, we know.
pop artist.
Yeah.
You said you don't know much about Billie Eilish. I'm giving you the news about Billie Eilish.
Nigga, I know she a Grammy winner, nigga. That don't tell me shit about her though.
She's thick. I mean, that's about it, dog. Really, shit.
She's 18. Epic. Relax, nigga.
A thick ass white woman. Come on, man. Shit.
Not wrong. He's
so
not wrong.
Here's what
She was
said.
17 just like a year ago, nigga. You better relax.
So
Not even a year. Like she just turned 17.
Okay, but how old is she right now?
Y'all niggas
But
were
how old is
creeping
she
on
right
that
now
shit,
though?
weren't you?
But how
Yeah.
old is she right now?
Can I read what the shit she said?
Go ahead, bro.
damn.
Read it, brother.
God damn. There's a difference between lying in a song and writing a story. Ellis said in the Vogue magazine interview, there are tons of songs where people are just lying. There's a lot of that in rap right now from people that I know who rap. It's like, I got my AK-47 and I'm fucking. And I'm like, what? You don't have a gun? And all my bitches, I'm like, which bitches? That's posturing. And that's not what I'm doing. So that's what she said.
Now watch 2 minutes of the video I linked.
Okay.
Before we
Nobody
start
give a fuck
talking.
about what Billie Eilish got to say.
I thought you cared about what your white God got to say, bro.
This
boy
is not
Sean.
my. This is not my white. No.
My boy
Telling
Sean
me,
C, man.
telling me, bro, she ain't come to your ass crawling on hand and you wouldn't give her that meat, man. You telling me that for real?
Relax.
That's
Wow.
a whole different scenario.
Oh, I know, nigga. I know.
Whole
Y'all
different
niggas.
scenario.
See, you talk about me being thirsty, Kick. I ain't say none of this shit, man. You
Nigga
niggas wild.
said,
Why
I
you
said,
worried about what
watch
you
2
didn't
minutes
say
of
nothing
the
this time.
Why the fuck is lame ass Lil Tech on my screen?
Watch up
Hey,
to
yo.
2 minutes. That's what I said.
yeah, nigga, I had it where you put it at.
Not
Where you
at
fucked
2
it
minutes. Up to 2 minutes, nigga.
Well, you
Lil
linked the
Taco.
video. Oh, up to 2. All right, let's go.
Up to
Up to.
I'm not trying to be mad, Bush. I'm trying to be nice,
Your,
bro.
your
Like,
dumb
them
ass
book
linked
too.
the video timestamped at 2:26. You
I
simpleton
didn't
ass
timestamp
nigga.
it.
You know this nigga stupid. Like,
Anyway,
Okay.
let's play the video.
play like
Relax.
2 minutes of it.
I'm not about to cyber bully an 18-year-old little girl. I'm not about to do it, right? What I really want to have a conversation about
Why we
is
listen
our
to this nigga?
perception of headlines
Sean C, my
and how
nigga,
the
bro.
headline shapes our attitude going into the
Okay.
meaning of the article. Let's say,
No one asked her. Nobody.
oh, you mean nobody asked? Nobody asked her a question about hip hop. She just gave her opinion, just like out of the blue.
That's crazy, right? That's
Oh,
great. I'm flabbergasted.
that's crazy.
I'm in shock. I'm dead.
I'm about to cyberbully. Initially, when I read this headline, I was thinking to myself, there must be something more to it. Clearly, she was taken out of context, and this is all against journalistic integrity. Billie Eilish didn't do too much wrong, in my opinion. That was my thought at first, and I could completely blame the publication for asking a pop star about hip hop in general. Then I come to find out no one asked. I was thinking, what could a publication that rarely, if ever, talks about hip hop have to ask an 18-year-old white pop singer
Yeah, it's Vogue. Like, what the fuck? It's like Vogue
Like, had nothing
magazine.
to do.
About her
They don't
thoughts
care about
on
niggas.
the genre.
Fuck?
When
She got
knows about
BBC
as
on the
much
brain,
about
dog. That's
hip-hop
all
as
that
Betty
is,
White
man. She in
probably
love,
knows
dog.
about keeping more than one tab open
Yeah,
on her
about them
computer.
hoes.
Shout out
You
Betty
making
White,
scene with
that
them hoes.
18-year-old.
Epic, I know you ain't watching the video, but shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck
nigga.
up.
God damn.
We'll kill you in the talk, dog.
Shut the fuck up.
God.
White pop star who dresses like Big Fucking Pun gave this unseasoned opinion
Damn.
unprovoked. In her actual comment, she's basically alluding to the fact that since she tells stories and builds characters with her music, it's somehow more valuable than that of someone in rap music who might just say, I fucked on your bitch, or I shot my gun in the air. Couple issues with her commentary on the culture. Number one, I never looked at any of the...
Yeah, I don't want that nigga's opinion, man. Not saying I don't fuck with Sean C.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, news. There was the news. There was the news. All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
that was it, dog.
Give your opinion, nigga.
I'm asking y'all niggas first.
I told Stone ain't got no opinion, bro.
Look, I will say this about that. I mean, I think people misinterpret all that I'm fucking your chick and I'm shooting. There is story elements in all of that. Like, it may not be, you can debate on whether or not it's true or not, but hip hop is nothing but hip hop is full of stories. That's all it is.
Pop does the same shit. They be talking about shit that they had never done with. They be talking about falling in love with niggas they never even talked to, breaking their hearts with niggas that they never even talked to when they look like fucking Miss Crow in the face, man. Like it's all bullshit and fallacies in every genre.
It's entertainment. So a
Who
lot
is
of
Miss
entertainment is
Miss Crocker. My bad,
fake.
bro.
So I mean,
He means the Ed Sheerans of the world and shit. Those goofy motherfuckers that
You know,
get all
I've never
thousands of
heard
views.
one Ed Sheeran song, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Some of
But
them
when you
shit
look
slap.
at
Bro. Y'all missing out. Them shit
You ain't heard
slap.
Sip You?
damn, boy,
I ain't
y'all
never heard
simple
that
ass
one.
shit. Just completely derailed.
You ever heard that song? 17.
Oh, that's Ed Sheeran.
Look, I've
Yeah,
never
that's
heard
it.
of a
That's it.
Billie
Nigga, I thought that was goddamn
Eilish song. So I don't
Yeah.
know anything about this character. I've never heard her music.
This
But she
character.
she's supposed to be popping right now. She winning Grammys and shit. So I
At
don't know nothing
18.
about her, man.
Yeah,
I'm completely out
because
She's the
there.
biggest
sucking
pop
off
star in the world
somebody.
right now, man.
So can anybody verify her? Is she a good musician? Is she a good
I
artist?
like
No.
her. I like
got
her.
vocals, bro.
Bush.
I like her.
She got a
She's
couple
good.
bops.
She's a weird
got
ass
some heat.
white girl who seems edgy by saying in interviews she likes to taste the pennies, she likes to taste the blood, and she just does weird shit.
Think about it, bro. Didn't Tyler Creator find this bitch? So they should tell you all we need to know right there.
I don't know about that.
No, Epic.
I don't know
No,
about
Epic.
Bro, look up Billie Eilish and Tyler the Creator. I thought I saw
I don't
Just
know.
because they
I
hung
don't-
out with each other don't mean that he discovered her. Like, come
I
on,
don't know
bro.
about
I
that.
don't know, bro.
But my whole thing, it was out of pocket. It's like, like my biggest thing, no one asked, like her, like they said, no one asked her for this opinion. She just outright said it, and it's just like, it's a
You
lot.
know why, dog. She gonna diss it. Then a couple years later, when she finally turned 18 and start twerking that ass and shit,
She
gonna
is
start
18.
rapping that shit.
She is 18.
She's
Whatever.
18.
Whatever, man. I don't know or give a fuck. Like I said, she gonna start
My
some
thing
big
is, it's just
bullshit
like,
me.
with these white pop-up stars and artists and stuff like that, it's convenient to hang out with hip hop and appropriate it, but don't want to associate with it when it comes to like a mass level or shit.
Yeah.
Like
And,
Post Malone did the same shit when he said that if you want to have some real feelings, if you want to listen to give some real feelings, don't listen to hip hop, listen to like Bob Dylan or some shit.
Yes, exactly.
It all comes from a place. It all comes from a place of. I think it's more so they see hip hop as opportunistic, just because it's the biggest genre in the world,
Well, I
rather
mean-
than actually want to be attached to it.
Well,
Because
y'all hated on P. Diddy, but that's essentially what he was saying. It's never been really respected as, it's never really been seen as an art form, as high art. Then it's to the point where a lot of niggas not calling themselves rappers anymore. Like, I'm an artist. Like, ain't that's what
White
ain't a
Skin
rapper an
John,
artist? I mean, yeah, Childish Gambino does it a lot, but I mean, he does other shit too, so it makes sense when he say it. But other niggas that only rap, exclusively rap, they be like, I'm not a rapper. Like, nigga, then what the fuck are you? Like, what does that mean to not be a rapper? Why is it so?
Blueface said he
so
wasn't
negative?
a rapper. Like, what are you doing then?
If you picking your own,
Who do you do? Who are you?
Blueface said he's not a rapper, but that nigga said I'm only in the first. He's an opportunist, man. That's that
we
nigga.
all know this.
You said Blueface.
I mean, but it's taking disrespect like it's not storytelling, it's not real. And hip hop is the realest. Hip hop is the most American music can get. It's in your face. It's the embodiment of American culture. And
it's the embodiment of the struggle. Just say what it is: the struggle and the match.
It's what America
if we're talking
is.
about the Flavor Flav era,
that boasts all of that shit that's
bro,
American
if we talking
culture
about the
down
Flavor
to the
Flav,
T.
yeah, that's some real shit. Your generation type shit. This new shit,
No,
bro.
even
Man,
the new
these
shit,
niggas ain't got
even
no
the new
rims and no
shit,
damn
this
coat.
rawness, even this new shit, this niggas
What's
dancing
wrong about
and
having
shit.
a Lamborghini, dog? What's wrong about having
It ain't just
That's
all
you
about
got one?
that.
That's an expensive ass.
Do you got one, nigga?
Hell no, them niggas ain't got one either. Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, they do.
You got a Lamborghini Hot Wheel?
Pop Smoke stole Rafe,
Lil
nigga.
Pump
He
got
got
a
one.
Lamborghini. What the fuck?
I mean, he got arrested for it and got a felony, but he got one.
Stop it,
Got
man.
one?
Rap game is dead.
Had.
And I think
What
niggas
happened
like
to Shaq West? What happened
He got
to
exposed for being gay.
What these niggas?
He didn't get exposed. He came out.
And then niggas dumped. And plus, this music was fucking garbage too.
Shaq West came out with an album, but it was ass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I said, music is dead. These niggas ain't got no real paper. They got.
I hate when niggas be saying that hip hop is only this, only that. I know you. Hip hop. When niggas say that shit, I know for a fact you don't.
These the
know
niggas
you
that
wanna look for
contribute to the idea that it's not really an art form. And rather than saying it's never been an art form, niggas be like, it ain't an art form today. Like it used to. It's the same
I'm not
shit.
saying it's not an art form. That's not even my damn impression right there.
I mean, you ain't saying it directly, but indirectly, that's what people take from your conversation.
How did
Epic. You ever been to a Lil Uzi concert, nigga?
Huh?
Epic too damn old for that shit.
Epic.
Man, I ain't going to no motherfucking concerts for what?
That shit fun.
Ain't Epic
Uzi's
ain't
fire.
Epic the
You
same
be
age as
jumping
y'all
off
niggas?
crazy like high stages and shit.
Epic.
Uzi be going
I'm
crazy.
telling you, Epic. If you ever go to a Lil Uzi concert or a Ski Mask concert, you're gonna have a good time.
Man, bro, I don't know, man. I've been hearing y'all be lacing shit with shit, dog, man. I'd rather go to fucking Burning Man.
Don't smoke, don't take nothing niggas give you. The fuck?
Burning Man.
Yeah, Burning Man, nigga. See, you know about it. I'd rather go. Fuck the other shit, dog.
Burning Man's where they do all the drugs. What you mean?
Burning Man, they have orgies over there, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
They be
That
lying
is
at
modern Sodom and Gomorrah, sir. Like you hanging out with us. Epic.
You trying to have
Jesus is shaking his head at you right now, though.
Y'all completely obliterating fuck topics when y'all go on these tangents that ain't about shit, man.
That's epic. I'm trying to follow that nigga, bro. I don't know where that nigga went.
Anyway, let's jump into this Amber
Do not
Heard
follow
shit.
his lead.
I don't think this nigga
shut
fully
your
is
mouth.
How about you?
Nah, you shut your mouth.
Oh
Shut your mouth.
Shut your
on,
mouth.
So the next time y'all niggas rank Philly top tier or S class, think about this moment when that nigga didn't show up for y'all.
Why are you so salty about
Butchie?
Why are you so salty about that nigga position, bro? That nigga top tier, bro.
I mean,
I'm just number one.
That nigga show up late and he still S class,
I'm
bro.
just saying,
how that feel?
niggas be dick riding and be saying I'm trying to kick that nigga off the show, but I mean,
that sounds like jealousy to me, nigga. I don't know about that, bro. Thou shalt not be jealous, envious of a brother, bro, and leave that nigga alone. He gotta take care of it.
You butchered that, but okay.
Well,
You know what I was talking about, Epic.
I know.
What the fuck y'all niggas
I
talking?
mean, it's cool.
What? The fuck? Oh my god.
He's so random.
I hate y'all dumbass niggas, man.
All right,
so
dog.
let's get on to this Amber Heard shit. Let's fuck it. So they dropping mixtapes every week with this Amber Heard shit. There's the latest one. Johnny was just holding this shit. He was like, man, I know she gonna run with this Me Too shit. I know that she gonna rile everybody up and be against me. I know that Disney gonna pull my advertisements with Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna hold this footage off to the very last moment. And he just dropped this shit on us, nigga. Just dropped it.
They go for 15, boy. You pay 22, my nigga. For real.
Now we heard a little bit of the last one, but I think this is the newest one. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not.
The fair side. It sees how many people believe or side with you.
It doesn't matter if fair fight my ass.
Exactly, because you're bigger and you're stronger. And so when I say that I thought you could kill me, that doesn't mean you counter with you also that you lost your own finger. I am not trying to attack you here. I'm just trying to point out the fact of why I said call 911. because you had your hands on me after you threw a phone in my face, and I had gotten crazy in the past, and I truly thought I need to stop this madness before I get hurt.
Oh my God.
And I never think about myself that way. I never defend myself that way. I never see myself as a victim. It's to a fault, you know?
All right. Yeah.
And when they came, I did not cooperate with them. It has been used against me, not by the media, by your side. Who said, look.
What do you mean? Where's the media? It's all out in the media. Why is my...
TMZ is in your pocket and you don't even know it?
He said she said TMZ.
Oh, I mean, well, I was at the courthouse while TMZ was posting things. At the courthouse, while I'm at the courthouse, they're posting things about the cops never coming, right? Then we provide proof. Then they say, oh, it's just one set of police officers. Then they retract their story, but they don't actually retract it like an objective media source would. No, what do? They just come out with a new lie. They go, oh, well, it was just one pair of cops, and she said it was two. And I said, no, here's the proof. We just subpoenaed the building for the actual security records to prove that was wrong. Okay, then what did they do? They came out with a new lie, a different lie. Okay, well, it was this. It was this. I mean, every step of the way I've had to take has been because that news source is in Marty's pocket, in Laura, like that's what Laura's.
But I'm telling you now, if they file the papers tomorrow, which means I got to file before we go to court on Friday. If they file those papers, it's first of all, it's very bad for both of us. Okay.
Well, your team's not gonna file anything that they think is bad for you. Trust me.
No, you're what you're saying. You got to do something to protect yourself, which means throwing me under the bus for some video about me beating.
Not me. I have to respond legally, meaning I'll have to go and pursue I have to pursue the whole course of action, because here's what you don't understand. If we do this, and basically, no, because I called my lawyers and I said, why aren't we negotiating more? What is going on? Where are we? And they're like, everything is in their court. We literally.
They won't settle. Your agents won't. Your lawyers won't settle, baby. I'm telling you.
No, we want to mediate. We even have we even found mediators and everything.
Nah, I don't want to see you, bitch. I'm good.
The thing that Laura didn't agree to was she did not want to agree to a mutual gag.
She gave that nigga the beats, didn't she? Look at that.
She doesn't want the gag.
She fucked that nigga up, man.
Damn.
Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she want both parties to not talk about this in the press? By the way, just talking about the press, not even talking about the court.
Okay.
I didn't realize how bad Amber Heard was, man. I'm just looking at this picture now.
Oh yeah.
I'll get him.
Too bad she beat niggas up.
Just
So are they separated right now?
I'll get on it right now.
Oh hell yeah,
They've been divorced.
So wait, so are they going to court or something, like over money, or
yeah,
like a divorce court?
They in court right now. I guess.
Trying to figure that out right now.
So basically, she's saying that if you take me to court, I'm gonna just tell niggas you beat me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's what she's doing.
Or she was trying to say if he went and pursued a court case against her, nobody would believe him.
Yeah, because he's a man, he's bigger and stronger and shit like that. everything that she was bullshitting and saying that woman's right activist
actually
shit,
happened.
She was the one doing that shit. So
And she cut my nigga's finger off.
She was giving that nigga the beats.
Yeah, she did.
Every single night.
That shit was nasty. I like, damn.
That was fucked up, bro. That was real fucked up.
I'm gonna look up a picture. I want to see what I want to see.
I know you want to see, man. You can't believe how beastly this woman is, dog. You gotta see it for your fucking self. This shit terrible. It's tragic, man.
Epic. Is that the whole video?
No, it's more the video.
Damn.
It's almost done. Might as well let it rock. It's almost done.
I just want you to know I'm not doing anything and have not been doing any moves. Like, look it up, the timeline. Nothing was on the offense. Everything has been a defensive move because I'm being called a liar and a gold digger. And I'm not lying about any of this. And I am not after a dime of your money. And you know what? I was told
The fuck is this?
I think that's the end of the video. But yeah, more video. I mean, that's his finger on the screen right now. If you didn't see his finger,
Oh shit! Hold on. It's on the thing.
it's on the YouTube screen. Yeah. And I'm sure there's more coming out about this. So apparently they was fucking each other up. Now she got bruises on her face too. So the jury's still out. I don't
Makeup real nice, ain't it?
That or either or.
Should makeup, bro. She's at the jury still out, man. Shut that shit up, bro. He got actual audio tapes, and you gonna say the jury's still out on this shit?
You know how,
bro.
Look, man.
You serious, nigga? Come on, bro. Like you got two odds, man. Like the whole problem is with this shit is it fucks up the Me Too movement or whatever y'all niggas trying to do too. Because now y'all got women like this beating the brakes off of niggas. And we're not holding them accountable for that shit at all.
Nah, we ain't gonna hold them accountable, dog, because y'all love pussy.
I've yet to see some shit. Even I've looked at Amber Heard's like Instagram page. I even see women be mad at her for that. Like you fuck it up for every real victim that is out there. You fuck it up for all the women that are actually been going through domestic violence, that been going through some shit like that. And especially when you try to lie about it and you try to and you try to make it seem like this nigga, like you try to use the movement against him, it fucks it up. It fucks it up for everybody.
I mean,
real women have a problem with the shit, but hoes that want to ride waves don't. That's the difference, dog. It ain't too many real ass women, dog. I bet it's like 100 dislikes or some shit. It's probably like a couple 100,000 fucking likes saying, "You go, girl. You preach your truth." No. Oh, leave all
Bush,
women.
Bush, what you gonna say, Bush?
I mean, it's I don't like people saying that real niggas, fake niggas, or whatever the fuck have a problem.
Bro, it's a damn difference. It's a minority and a majority, dog. Yes, it is. Don't do it.
And how this fucks up the whole. And the only reason this is even.
How does it not?
How does it not? The only reason that this even fucks up. Can I say it, nigga? Damn.
I'm letting you say it, nigga. Go ahead.
Write it down, Bush. Then repeat it.
The only reason that this is seen as fucking up the movement is because a lot of niggas still don't fuck with the movement, period, and they was never gonna fuck with it, despite this even coming out. This is just more fuel to their fire, but they didn't really fuck with the movement to begin with, and I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
you sidestepping, bro. You
I'm not sidestepping. I mean, she
fucked
that nigga. She gave that nigga beats. She beat that nigga head off, man. Fuck this fight.
So it's not. So it doesn't. So you saying that it doesn't affect the actual movement in itself?
I'm saying
because now you allowing now you making up excuses for the woman to be able to beat up. How are you not making excuses up for it if you saying, oh, the niggas don't really give a belief?
I don't think I made not one excuse. What the fuck you talking about? I'm just saying that you say that this is this tarnishes the movement, but it tarnishes the movement to niggas that didn't really fuck with it to begin with. And this is like
how does it not tarnish the movement for people who actually believe in it? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
If anything, it affects them more than anything because it affects the validity of their argument.
If this lying serial abuser affects this one case,
it's not one case. It hasn't been one case because because one of the victims of Harvey Weinstein was even exposed for doing some shit like that as well.
Oh,
what are you talking about
now? Okay, so
I can bring up the files, nigga. The thing is, if you have a movement for progression and you have niggas that are abusing that system in itself, then you gotta call them out and check them out on that as well. Either that or you're not gonna. That's not real progression. Saying that, oh, we're gonna fix this along the way. That's not real progression.
I don't know what you're saying. What real
progression?
progression?
Not right. How? Because
I mean, you're talking loud. You're not even letting me speak. So I mean,
I'm letting you speak.
Obviously,
this nigga
you have the
semantics and shit like that. This nigga
I can't even talk.
This nigga think he Mysterio and shit like that, playing illusions and stuff on the people's mind, bro. Like, no, I've answered. Go ahead, Butch. I'm gonna let you completely talk for 2 minutes, nigga.
2 minutes.
No, let him speak longer, bro. Let the smooth brain run out.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna be quiet. I'll let you get your whole point.
Obviously, this is bad, and she deserves whatever she gets for the situation. But my thing is this: if you use this incident to say that the movement is not credible, man, these women are going too far. Okay, nigga, you didn't really truly believe the shit anyway to begin with. You just using this as a way to justify your own ignorance. And I mean, look, like I said, this is bad, but we should not take this case to say that, oh man, the movement is just too strong right now. I don't think the movement that strong at all. I think niggas still out here raping,
no one's
beating.
saying. My thing is, no one's saying that.
Doing all types of crazy foul
shit. My thing is, no one is saying that.
A lot of people have already said this is what's wrong with cancel culture. This is exactly what's wrong, just because they tried to cancel.
Is it not a part of? But
my thing is people get it twisted. Yeah, it's easy to believe a rich, popular white woman celebrity, but what about all those other women that don't really have the same voice that she has?
You know what,
are
bro?
still being believed.
It sounds like you trying to sidestep it and give them.
I'm not trying to sidestep. No,
because
I'm just saying.
We're addressing this one point in itself. You talking about they're saying this is gonna sweep the rug for everything and stuff like that. But that's not what.
No, I think it's completely stupid and moronic to be like, man, this is gonna hurt the movement. I mean,
so you tell me it's not hurting them. It doesn't hurt it whatsoever by just allowing it to slip it under the broom.
I think that I think that it only hurts to those people that didn't really fuck with it to begin with. The people that really believed in the movement from jump, they know that this is just one incident. Yeah, she was wrong, she was fucked up, but this should not affect the way things are going forward.
Leads to many, though.
And you have to remember that she is a celebrity. She is a popular white female actress. So of course, people are gonna be in her corner regardless. But what about all those?
I actually agree with Philly. You daily reminder, Bush, you are a hypocrite, dog. This is crazy,
other
bro.
People that aren't famous and aren't popular, that this movement ain't really weaponized and defending them when they getting knocks on their fucking skull.
Come on, bro. Bush, come on, bro. This affects that movement in itself. It doesn't affect. Hold up. You tell me this doesn't affect anybody that believes in the movement at all? You tell me it just affects the niggas that didn't believe in it at all?
I'm saying that there's not this huge wave of niggas that I just believe women now. That only happens in fucking entertainment. That don't happen on the everyday scale. That shit is just that's television. Nigga.
Like regular chicks don't get believed like that.
Exactly. So to even utter out your crispy ass lips that this one incident of this mega star,
it wasn't one incident, but okay.
Beautiful
but
white woman.
Regular chicks
that everybody believed that this should be the thing that kills the movement. That this is a definitive proof that it's going too far. No dumb nigga, it's not proof of anything.
That it is not killing the movement, nigga.
Yeah, she shouldn't have beat that nigga ass like that and cut his finger off.
Whoa.
I agree.
What'd you just say?
Maybe she should go to prison. I don't give a fuck about her. I'm just saying that to even state
it affects women with real story. It affects the progression of women that really have
dusty
stories
ass niggas that didn't even believe to begin with, that are looking for us to not believe, man.
But the whole point of it is, if we're trying to convince people that this shit actually happened, that people actually get hurt, that people actually get that this is a real issue, and you have a woman.
No, you
had your time to talk, nigga. You had your time to talk.
You niggas are not trying to convince people that men get abused. You're trying to convince people.
So I can tell you the point, bro. If you're trying to convince people that this shit actually happened, that women actually go through this shit, that women actually go through domestic violence and abuse and rape and all this other shit, and you have women like Amber Heard on stage going to these rallies, going to this women improvement shit, talking about how we should solve this, but yet is being perpetrator of this, then it hurts your fucking movement. It hurts the validity of every single woman that is talking about this as well. It hurts, especially hurts, if anything, it especially hurts the women that are actually trying to get this shit done because they've been through it. And you have a woman, a woman that acted like she was on the top of this shit, acting like she actually supported this shit, perpetrating this shit. It creates distrust inside that movement. It creates distrust inside people that are trying to be convinced about it. It goes beyond just the people who don't believe it in itself. It goes directly to the cause in itself, because you can't have figures and people using, because now it's being seen more as a weapon being used against men, or being used and not having the actual checks and balances in it. What are you talking about? If you have a movement and you're supposed to nib the bud of the people that are doing it. What are you talking about?
You realize that we are mainly talking about celebrities. And this shit don't apply on the smaller scale.
You realize women. You realize she's
stop
still women at the end of the day. A part of that attached herself a part of that movement, right?
She rich and she got fans, so of course people are gonna cape for her, regardless.
But how many rich females that came out of been
women that do this shit as well, nigga. Giving that excuse that's a blasphemous excuse, Bush. Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Say the word right,
but that's the truth, though. People
Blasphemous
believed her just
that's
because
right, nigga.
she's famous.
Yeah, like you gotta realize
it's not because
we talk about celebrities like this whole shit, this SJW shit going too. That don't happen in the real world, nigga.
Bush, just make your statement, dog. Your statement.
I made my statement. I think niggas is dumb as fuck to believe that this should affect and tarnish the movement when we really just talking about a backstabbing.
So we should just sweep this under the rug. We should just sweep this under the rug. So just sweep this under the rug. Don't try to nip the bud and try to fix the movement in itself.
What do you sweep? Ain't nobody sweeping nowhere, nigga. Ain't nobody in jail.
Obviously you are if you say no, it doesn't really happen in the real life. When it does happen in the real life, what are you talking about?
Oh my.
And niggas like you putting on that Superman cape is gonna keep letting it on, man. You the real kryptonite, nigga. You the real kryptonite fucking up the movement, bro. Because you keep letting shit like this happen. You don't have
what did I say? What did I say was okay?
This shit right now.
I'm not sidestepping nothing.
You sidestepping, nigga. That said that it doesn't happen in the real life.
Scoff at the fact.
Are you crazy?
I just scoff at the fact that dumb niggas out here saying that this shit in any way affects.
So you don't think this affects the movement at all? This shit is just water under the bridge, ass nigga. You think that's what happened?
I didn't say it didn't affect at all. I'm just saying that if you believe it affects it, and if you actually were affected by this incident and look at the movement differently, then you dumb as fuck, and you should not have an opinion.
Wow,
and you didn't
Bush.
really believe to begin with.
Bush, bro.
Hey, Bush, I got a question.
I don't think this one woman and her incident with Johnny Depp should dictate what happens with the whole entire movement. I don't think any single person should affect the way a whole movement is run. That is idiotic.
But it definitely does affect the entirety of the movement if you just letting it get swept under the rug. The
Ain't
way
nobody sweeping nowhere, nigga.
Bro, the way you're talking about it is you're saying it doesn't affect you. You're acting like it doesn't affect the movement at all. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying it shouldn't. And to those who
why shouldn't this affect it?
Oh, because look, you know her status.
Because if you have somebody, celebrity. Go ahead.
Yeah, and she has a shit ton of fans. She's in the media every day. So it's easy for people to jump out the window and believe everything she says, but this don't really happen with women that don't have a stature like that.
Don't stop this. It happens in real life too. Because just talking about that Kobe topic, about that same woman doing that shit. We were just talking about that Tupac topic, about a woman that can get spiteful and do some shit like this as well. So it does happen in real life.
Those are all celebrities.
And that's just
regular life.
Bro, that's the example. That's the example because that's the most thing that we can relate to. That's on the biggest radar in itself. But my thing is, it does happen in real life, bro. Don't try to act like it does. Don't try to act like this shit doesn't happen in real life. Stop that. Because if it's happening on a celebrity scale, then damn sure it's happening in the darkness too. Because that's where the biggest light is at. So stop that. Don't act like that. Don't act like it has been used as a weaponization in itself. Because
ain't nobody say it never ever happened. It ain't as widespread as
literally
niggas
said that
about.
This doesn't happen in real life. That is literally saying it doesn't happen in real life.
I'm saying that a bunch of niggas jumping out the window to believe this one specific person. That shit don't really happen like that, dog. I'm sorry.
Damn,
one specific virgin. That the nigga got 200 tapes. This nigga dropping more tapes than Wayne. Nigga, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I think you lost right now.
I'm not lost.
You confused.
Now I'm lost.
You in the weeds. You in the bushes, dog.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm not trying to be nothing. I'm just saying.
We have yet to hear anything from Amber Heard herself too. Yet to hear anything from her. I bet she's just gonna chill in the cut and wait for this to blow over too. Because it's always done.
I'm sure she was told not to say anything right now.
MRB niggas.
You MIB niggas, man. Y'all don't care.
Black? They ain't hunting down aliens. What the hell you talking about?
Y'all niggas don't care about men's rights, dog. Y'all don't care about that shit. Y'all don't care about helping men.
I don't care about this shit.
Y'all niggas don't care about that shit. Y'all just want to paint the women.
I feel like you care about it more if you actually do. Because if you're trying to fix this shit, if we actually address it and fix this and saying that no, this does not represent the masses of a women, but women are going to try to use this as a case, and so it should be used as an example of not being used as weaponization of the movement, because this doesn't represent all of it. This doesn't represent the real story. Doesn't represent that.
I don't think the
movement. But if you just let it slide and just say that, oh, this is just a one-off occurrence, then you're hurting the movement more than you actually do.
Say it was a one-off occurrence. I'm just saying, I don't think the movement is weaponized like that. I don't.
All right, hey Bush,
believe
like
that
dead
shit.
ass, bro. We need to see your PayPal statement to see if
Bush-
you into these SJW college your ass subscribe.
Bush got them
dead ass, dog.
Bush
Real,
got
bro.
them. The Bush got them pink high heels on like super bitch, bro. He got them pink high heels on, bro. You doing extra flips, aren't you?
Now,
You doing flips right now, boy.
now you being homophobic, man. I know we know what you.
How's that homophobic? I said you got them boots on like super bitch doing flips. Was he not?
You said I gotta be feminine to believe the shit I'm saying, man. That's
No, I'm not saying you be feminine, but I'm saying that you. Now this nigga saying that. I've never once said that. I'm saying that you doing mad flips.
Amber
nigga.
Heard is
You doing
evil.
mad
She
flips for this
wicked
shit,
for
bro.
fucking this nigga up like that. I already said that. But again, I don't think that this should in any way tarnish the movement, and I don't think that most people are coming out here jumping out the bushes saying, "Oh, this bitch evil." Men get it too. I don't think they really here for men. I don't think they really care about men being beat on. They just.
I don't think you really care about men, because niggas were grabbing Terry Cruz's ass, and nobody gave a fuck and started laughing at that.
Yeah,
nigga,
exactly.
Stop that shit.
All you dumb ass niggas was like, man, that nigga soft. He shouldn't let that white man grab his dick. Like what?
It was women who came to his defense. Niggas was like saying he was gay and all this other type of shit.
He did that shit for a job. It's different, bro. Like,
look at this nigga.
Basically got big. Bro. He had a little puny ass white man come and grab by a ball. He could have put the shit out of him, but he didn't do it. Why? Because of a paycheck. Now the whole thing is with women and shit. When women get overpowered, what is it? What's the thing we always hear? Men are stronger than women. And you can talk about the money influence, all that bullshit. Not even, I'm talking about if a homeless man and a homeless female are in a cave together, just where the fuck they at, under a bridge, and that motherfucker get on top of that bitch, what's gonna happen? Something gonna happen, bro. We all know what the fuck gonna happen. What I'm saying is,
to act like there ain't a complex,
power in women.
and to act like there ain't a natural complex in itself where women are not like where we fixate and make women natural victims in this society is crazy.
Men do that. Yeah.
Men do that. Women don't do that. Women don't do that. You're saying that women are perfectly fine to don't do that shit at all. Whenever it comes to it comes to some sort of domestic dispute with a man, it's automatically the woman is a victim. You're not saying that. You're not saying that that's the majority of the time when something shit like that happens.
I'm saying,
are you kidding me?
Men since conception have made women out to be these fragile creatures, these gender roles, man. They have pushed themselves into a corner. And now when women are using that shit to fuck them up, they want to complain about it.
I mean, Bush, I hear what you're saying.
How much pussy you getting off of this, boy? You must be getting some shit off of this. Boy.
Why I gotta be caping?
My mind is blown about how you caping this shit, boy.
No, Stone, that paragraph that he just said right there does make sense, dog. Dudes did this whole thing of catering to females, holding doors open and doing all this kind of shit.
And if we're trying to fix that, if we're trying to put them on the same playing field and level as that, then why aren't we addressing this as the same as we would for a man?
Because we all want vagina at the end of the day, dog.
Look.
That's
I already said she was bad. She deserves to go under for the even. That's several cases out there where women have done niggas dirty and have lied on niggas. But I don't think that we should see that as the norm and all of a sudden start saying that the movement is weaponized. We need to slow this shit down. We haven't even progressed nowhere yet, nigga. It's just getting started.
So we should just let all the problems, all the issues, all the women abusing it just go through the slide until we get to the place that we're supposed to get to. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that at all. You just jump into conclusions, nigga. I didn't say
but
that
you
at
just
all.
said we just started, so we like. But if you started up a movement in itself, if you
niggas are
the
looking
butt
for
of the
any,
issues
niggas are looking for any excuse to slow this shit
then
down.
don't give them any excuse for that shit. Then don't give them any excuse.
Well, you
for
can't
doing
control
that shit
every single human in the world. There's gonna be some motherfuckers that do some.
You are allowing that excuse to happen by saying that this is just this is a celebrity situation. She got money and stuff like that. You are allowing that to happen. When I'm criticizing it to actually further the movement in itself. Of course I want that. We want the same end goal in itself, but I feel like if you allow the cracks to slip through on the later end, when you finally finish making the piece, there's gonna be a whole bunch of cracks, and that shit's just gonna fall apart. You ignore it now. But that shit's gonna bite us back into the ass. It's gonna keep building up.
Kind of how all these women that got knots on their head slipped through the cracks and now it's falling to pieces on niggas.
You said what?
What?
I said kind of how like you let all these women that be getting knots on their head fall through the cracks and now it's falling apart on niggas, dog. Don't your analogy work in vice versa, reverse, nigga?
Both ways, or works both ways. You can apply it to men and women equally.
If females are getting abused in relationships, why stay in a relationship? Why not get equal help? Come on.
Domestic violence isn't that cut and dry. It takes women a long time to be able to leave their abuser. Some women, they identify with the man and they are emotionally attached, or they have children in the situation and they can't just pick up and leave. Or they're not in a position to go anywhere. They don't have family, have anybody who could help them out of it. Or it takes women sometimes a long time to realize this isn't love. This person doesn't love me. And if I keep staying with this person, they might end up killing me.
I'm not. That's
also
I'm not saying
a lot of abuse coming from women is
Sometimes
it's verbal, but a lot of times, sometimes it's domestic, but a lot of times it's verbal abuse. Women badgering niggas.
Women be slapping the shit out of niggas. We gotta take that shit. Don't do that. If you want on TV and shit like that, we've been mentally trained to let women just slap the fuck out of you whenever they mad. Like I've seen niggas on TV constantly whenever they do something dirty to a woman, like break up with them or something, or cheat on them. The woman goes psychopath and starts slapping that nigga up, spray paint that nigga car, just destroy that nigga shit, and we just supposed to let it happen.
It ain't
What
women doing that.
Bro?
Society dictates. Society said that was okay. Just the same as us. It's okay for women to be gay out here, but the nigga
Then let's fix it, because if we're on the track to fix that, let's nip that shit in the bud. If that's a problem that
y'all niggas are not trying to right the wrongs and nip the shit in the bud. Y'all trying to like, man, I don't like this family. Let's stop this shit. Let's go back to the old
I'm not saying that. You realize you keep saying that shit, but one, you giving them niggas acknowledgement by keep saying, oh, y'all niggas don't really give a fuck about that shit. Y'all niggas really don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, y'all giving them acknowledgement by doing that shit in itself. And if you know it's an issue, if you know it's a problem that you need to fix, then that's something that you fix internally. That's something that you got to get out of the way. Because if you started with a movement and you already got problems and you not trying to fix it, like I said before, that's just gonna fall apart right on the end.
Let's talk about this Azalea Banks shit, right? So Azalea Banks has had several altercations about how she was being racist against, and it turned out to be not true. So we're supposed to highlight that and say that when we gotta put a magnifying glass on these niggas now. Whenever they say some shit is racist, it's not true.
I mean, y'all niggas believe Jesse Smollett just because that nigga said he got MAGA hat. I'm the gay Tupac. Y'all niggas believe that nigga straight off. Y'all niggas believe that nigga straight off the rip, and then we found out that nigga was lying too. So should we not
People
put
just
want to
believe victims because we don't want to outright call them liars.
Oh my goodness gracious!
But at the same time, you supposed to keep that grain of salt as well, especially with the shit that we're doing, especially with the niggas wilding out like it is right now. Come on, man.
Look,
we're not getting nowhere with this, but you believe.
I don't want to say. Get the fuck out of here. If a nigga come up to your ass saying I need $1, you gonna look at his ass and be like,
Bush got that SS symbol on his chest, super simp emblem on his chest right now, bro. That super simp signal shining bright in the air for this nigga, man.
Yo, this caping, that cape and shit, that simp shit, that don't mean nothing to me, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that.
We know it. We know it though. We know it though, bro. You do it anyway.
I wear that shit proud. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Y'all just
You do it just for a wink.
Y'all niggas just dumbass niggas babbling through a tunnel, nigga.
Dumbass niggas that actually want to fix the movement and actually want to further some shit for this equality. But yeah,
chocolate ass Gerber babies dribbling at the mouth, man. Like I don't give a fuck with look. It is what it is.
Built like an opal. What you talking about, bro? You keep talking
what the fuck you talking about? Like, I beat your ass, nigga.
Beat my ass.
I'm built like a nigga that can beat the shit out of you.
See, look at that. See, look at that toxic masculinity coming out of Bush right now, bro. Why you doing straight to violence, right? That nigga went straight to violence, didn't he? Watch that shit, bro.
The damn kitty cat, bro. He ain't doing shit.
I'll just get Epic. Epic super nigga, apparently. He'll knock your ass out, nigga.
I already told Epic I beat that nigga ass in person.
Bro, I told you a time and place. You still ain't saying shit.
I beat the shit out of Epic, dog.
Even you said it yourself, bro. I ain't gonna repeat everything.
That nigga said he doomsday, dog. That nigga said he on a boat. He would pull up, nigga.
I love how niggas think they can beat my ass because I'm goofy on the podcast. I beat y'all niggas ass, man.
If you say so, dog. Like I said, time and place.
Ain't now nigga.
Yo, we need an
nigga
off the top
in this
boxing match.
podcast can whoop my ass. I'll beat all y'all niggas ass at the same time.
You can beat my ass. You can beat my ass, but this bullet will take your life, nigga. Keep fucking with me, bro.
No. That's what's wrong with niggas, bro. Nobody. This is called sport.
Nah, nigga. I'm trying to live, dog. He just said he was gonna beat my ass, dog.
If he beat your ass,
What's
don't
gonna
you
kill
gotta
you
kill
if
him?
you don't have a gun?
If you beat your ass, just take the damn beating, nigga.
I mean, look. That's the dilemma you go into. Everybody believe they right.
Oh, just like Johnny Depp's supposed to take the beating and not do anything about it? Oh, yeah, according to Bush.
He did do something about it. He played the long game. He knew what was. He's an older man. He's smart. All he had to do is gather his evidence and then let it all play out.
The way y'all reacting is proof that I was right. That niggas are over exaggerating. I compliment this nigga. Said he was right throughout the whole entire conversation, but yet I'm still painted as a simp. That right there lets me know that you niggas are over exaggerating, and you one of them dumbass niggas that I was talking about that's saying that the movement is going too far, it's too radicalized.
I've never said that. I never said that.
I mean, you
I
said it in so many
said
ways.
that. I said that it needs
the way
checks
you
and balances.
reacting, nigga.
How I say it in so many words when I dead ass told you what I thought? How you gonna insert what I think about it? That's the problem. Is the issue in itself that when niggas say something, you try to interpret it into a different way. Nigga, I just told you that's not how I'm doing it. I said that if we gonna do this movement, if we actually gonna do something about it, if we actually going to make this a great movement, then we need checks and balances to the shit. Because if we just let everybody wild out and act any way that they want to,
a great movement. Tell me
this. And then just sweep all this shit under the rug.
Tell me
just
this.
Gonna fuck it up for everybody else
Tell
in the
me
long
this.
run.
How small were them numbers before the Me Too movement dropped? How small were the men's rights activist numbers before the Me Too movement dropped? Them shits was small as fuck. You could drop a quarter in the room and hear that shit, nigga. And with nobody there supporting men who were being abused. We made jokes about it. Society has made jokes about niggas being raped in the ass. You go to jail, you get raped in the booty hole.
Exactly. And if we
have made a mockery of niggas being assaulted and raped.
Bush, if we addressing it now,
as soon as the Me Too movie come around, nigga, oh shit.
If we addressing it now, especially with women, then we have to acknowledge the same thing happening on the women's side because the women using the Me Too movement as a weapon are worse than the niggas that are actually.
How many women are doing? How many women are actually doing that?
You doing the same thing as your oppressors are doing. What are you talking
about? Now the women are like the oppressors. Like how many women actually doing that though?
Bush, I keep telling you this, nigga. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Just like how the women were talking about it.
Just because tree drop in the forest.
Bush. Just how many women said that they got raped and never talked about it until like 500 years later. The same shit happens with men as well. You think men want to talk about they getting their ass beat by Amber Heard looking ass women? Are you serious? Why would a nigga even talk about that shit? That shit is emasculating. That shit is embarrassing just as much as it is embarrassing for a woman to come out being raped.
You know why it's embarrassing? You know why it's embarrassing?
Because people don't take it seriously.
Pretty much.
Exactly. People don't take it seriously on both sides. People don't take it seriously. And if we don't take this seriously as an issue with the movement in itself, then this whole thing is a joke.
That's my
This
problem.
whole thing is a joke if that's the case.
That's my problem with you niggas. You niggas are y'all are counter.
Why you keep saying you niggas? You talking to me, Bush? Why you keep saying you niggas?
I've been talking about all y'all niggas. Y'all only want to pull out the picket signs.
And that's your issue. And that's my issue. You trying to group niggas
there's
together
something to fight. Y'all only want to pull out the picket signs when there's something to fight. Where were you, MRA, MIB, fucking FBI head ass niggas before this shit popped?
This nigga keep calling me an MIB nigga one more time, nigga. I'm
when Lil Ray Ray was getting rammed in the prison cell, what were y'all niggas at? Y'all waited till the women got some power, and y'all want to come out here and say some shit and act like it's too aggressive. Okay, where were you niggas at when Lil Pookie was getting beamed? behind the locker. Where were you niggas at?
Hold up, bro. Did little Pookie get himself arrested though, dog?
Where were you niggas at when Jacob was getting destroyed anally? Ain't nobody say nothing.
You stupid.
Niggas were saying shit. Don't act like niggas weren't saying shit.
I'm laughing, but the whole thing is, it's like, bro, the people that's getting raped in prison, you gotta ask yourself what kind of crimes they do now. If they're selling weed and they got raped, obviously I feel for those. But if it's motherfuckers that's actually killing people and actually doing some crazy ass shit and they get their booty hole taken, why the fuck should I give a fuck about this shit? Just desserts. Now, if it's someone, like I said, they selling weed, they doing some minor shit, or do you fucking act? I'm going to jail. And someone take your asshole, bro, that's the worst fucking thing ever to get forced upon on some shit that's so fucking minor like that. But if you actually out here raping bitches, out here doing crazy shit, caveman type shit, and you get arrested, you get your booty hole taken, why the fuck should I feel for you? Answer that, my nigga. There we go. Question solved right there.
I'm saying when you stop treating women like they fragile dolls that can't do anything, then society all
you
together.
treating women by giving them. You doing that? You doing the exact same thing that you saying.
What
you
I'm doing.
You doing that by saying, "Oh, this is just a minor occurrence. It doesn't really happen."
Did I say
doing that by doing? What are you talking? You just said it.
No.
If you give them the benefit of the doubt, you are doing that shit.
I was talking about through the media. It can seem like this Me Too shit is too strong, that it's taking over. But I am telling you, in regular life, outside of fandom and celebrity shit, that motherfuckers are still.
So it shouldn't be addressed. So because it's so minor, it shouldn't be addressed at all.
What are you talking? No, that's not. You not understanding. You trying to crowbar your point in, but it's not.
I'm done.
Yeah, Philly ain't coming, bro.
Nigga,
I'm done, bro.
I got Legos. You got those big ass blocks they give 4-year-olds that drool out the mouth, nigga.
Like, I got a whole fortress, dog. My shit is Chernobyl. What the fuck you talking about, man? I got the Berlin Wall over here, boy. Great Wall of China type shit. Your ass playing with Lego. Keep playing with Legos, nigga. I got the whole building over here, nigga.
Some Legos.
I'm building the Death Star. You building fucking.
Ain't no Death Star, nigga. Yeah, you got that one weak point. And I've been hitting that shit every single time all night, nigga. We gonna
that sound pretty.
Whoa, pause on that. But we ain't getting nowhere. Bush is a rockhead, so of course this nigga gonna believe what he want to believe. I said my piece. Philly was right. This nigga Philly been saying daily reminder you're a hypocrite. I was gonna say that he was wrong, but I guess
I'm a gay simp, incel, soft, weak, bitch ass nigga to y'all.
I mean, when you come to the truth, bro,
I don't give a fuck, man.
You're
fuck
negating,
y'all niggas.
You're negating
all
shit. You're negating shit supposedly to reach an end goal.
I am the truth. Everything I say
you are
factual.
negating shit to supposedly reach an end goal, but that end goal is going to be fucked up by the time you reach it because you're ignoring it. You're just as bad as the motherfuckers that are doing this shit because you giving women passes and treating them like that, bro. Come on, man.
When did I say ignore? Point out.
Nigga, you saying that you said that you did you okay? Let's break this down because you keep talking about
Thank you. Break it down.
Let's break this down. You said that the media pops it up like this thing is a big ass movie. Did you not say that?
No, I was specifically talking about how they saying that the movement is being radicalized, that it's too aggressive. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they are misinterpreting the aggression of the movement based off this one story.
Okay, well, at the end of the day, if this movie lasts 20 years, bro, with World War III and all that good grand shit, bro, more power to the movement. I wish it well. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that shit right there. Fuck it, keep on going, keep pushing. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is that the last topic, nigga?
That's
the
last topic, bro. He gassed out, man.
I'm fucking gassed, bro. Oh my god, man. This nigga gonna make me fucking relapse, dog.
Don't relapse, bro. Stay on the path.
What happened when you hit it right, man?
Whoa.
That's the podcast. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.